Mm.
हो रही है
पार्क करना इसको,
लीड करके करो क्या
ये इसको पार्क करना। मैंने हटाओ एक्चुअली।
Show me 41. Any actives dispatch?
174 खाना मिलेगा?
10 first.
मिलेगा क्यों नहीं मिलेगा AetioX मना करूंगा तेरे को
यार नहीं, मैं सोचा अभी खुला है, 2 मील कर दे।
अभी मैं 2 मील कर रहा हूँ
ना 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 टन टन टन।
हाँ पे कर दे
Eating non-veg delight. Okay, sounds good. ये शॉप ओन कौन करता है?
ये मैं और चाली भाई, वो तो
हम्म।
मतलब मेन, मतलब मैं ही हूँ, मतलब दोनों ही है हाँ ले।
कौन कौन, तू और कौन?
चाली भाई।
चलिए, अच्छा अच्छा।
हो गया ये ले। हाँ खुशी खुशी।
व्हाट टाइम इज केस देखना पड़ेगा।
हाँ वो
थैंक
ड्रिंक्स।
यू। थैंक यू।
ये पता है कुछ डिलीवरी ना, कॉल वॉल कर दियो, दे जाऊंगा
हाँ
मैं।
हाँ, श्योर श्योर, ठीक है, चलो यार, मिलते हैं,
ओके
बाय बाय।
ओके ओके, मिलते हैं।
ग्रैब जी। केस इज टुडे। कितना है ये? आज होने वाला था इस टाइम पे, होगा आई थिंक सो। होने वाला था बट आई एम नॉट श्योर कब है। इसी टाइम। इसका ना आज 10 बजे या 9:30 होने वाला है, 9:30 आई स्टे सो। ईएमएस है अभी, फिर इसको बचा के आते चलो। हाँ।
एक बात बता, मेरे को प्रमोशन मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा?
नहीं।
क्लियर करो।
अरे यार बस
मैं
मग्गे से बाहर निकल के बात
अरे
कर तुम।
अरे मैं मग्गे से बाहर निकलो पहले तो।
क्या हुआ?
मग्गे से बाहर निकलो तुम।
मग्गे से बाहर निकलो।
मग्गे क्या है?
अच्छा रुको भेजता हूँ तुम्हें, बात करते
अरे
रहो।
मॉग
ठीक।
मॉग।
क्या बात कर रहे हो बताओ कौशिक भाई।
ऐसे लग रहा है कि मग्गे के बीच में मुंह डाल के बात कर रहा हूँ मैं सुनाता हूँ कैसे सुनाई दे रहा है, ऐसे ये देखो कैसे से बात कर रहे हो, समझ रहे हो ऐसे।
अरे ऐसे ही तो मैं बात, सब बोल रहे हैं ऐसा हो गया, क्या करूँ?
ऐसा हो गया है क्या?
नया चीज लोगे तो ऐसे ही होगा, समझ रहे
मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं सीरियस हूँ, ठीक है? 2 दिन से अटका के रखा है मेरे को।
तो
हो गया।
ऐसे करोगे तो प्रमोशन लेट होगा, तुम्हें पता है ये चीज़ है।
मैंने कुछ नहीं करा है, क्या करा
तो
है ये
चिल
बताओ?
करो,
मेरी
जब
गाड़ी
टाइम
किसकी
होगा
है?
तो प्रमोशन हो जाएगा।
ये बताओ, ये बताओ मैंने
बोल
क्या
रहा हूँ
करा है
जब
बताओ।
जब टाइम आएगा तब प्रमोशन आ जाएगा।
एक बात बताओ, ये कौन सी गाड़ी है एटियोक्स?
ये नया है
वी
कौशिक
एस
जी, VSTR।
वी एस टी आर
अच्छा हमने गोली मारी पहली बार।
188 कैप्ट है।
ऐसा है?
हाँ अली बॉय का और बॉब को मार दिया,
बॉब
चक्के
कूपर?
चूर दिए।
भाई क्या कर रहा था
बॉब
वो?
कूपर। अरे हरामी लोग बेफालतू में उंगली के, पता है लॉन्ड्रीमेट कर रहा था, उनकी गाड़ी खराब हो गई तो 2 बाइक में स्केप कर गए हम, और मैं और हेनरी पीछे थे। ठीक है, तो जब ये लोग
हाँ।
स्केप कर रहे थे ना, तो तब उधर अपना स्पीडी या फिर स्पेंसर दोनों में से कोई एक उतरा, और वो जाने जब जा रहे थे तब उसको रेंच मार के चले गए। ठीक है,
हाँ।
कौन था
तो
वो रेंच मारने वाला?
अभी 2 बाइक थे, दो दूसरे वाला जो बाइक था उन लोगों ने मारा, तो हम लोगों को पता नहीं था कौन कौन मारा। एक तो उधर रेड गैरेज से निकल के एक डेलपिरो चला गया, एक गया माउंट जूना के उधर। हम माउंट जूना को उसको फॉलो कर रहे थे, और वो ठुक के गिर
हम्म।
गया गाड़ी से, लाइक बाइक से। और हम मेरा भी गन इधर लॉक कंपार्टमेंट पे, हेनरी का भी, समझ रहे हो।
अच्छा।
लगता है टाइम उसको निकलने में। मैं जो निकलते निकलते वो लोग बैठने लगे, हम लोग वार्न किए कि रुक जाओ, नहीं रुके, पेल दिए
वाह भाई।
दोनों को पेल दिए।
सही है
तभी
सही
मैं
है।
उनको जब उठे ना, मैं पूछा कि
हम्म।
मारने की क्या जरूरत थी, इजी एस्केप था।
ऑफिसर
वो
डाउन
गाली
है तो
देने
मार
लगे।
सकते हैं।
नहीं
मार
नहीं,
दो
लाइक
भाई से।
उनको पूछा कि ऑफिसर को मारा क्यों बेफालतू में। बोले भाई चूतिया है बंदे,
वही
पेपर तो
गांडू
डुप्ली
लोग
करना
थे
है।
बैंड। क्या कर
वो
सकते।
भी गाली दे रहे थे कि चूतिया लोग, पेपर दोनों का।
चलो मिलते हैं कोशिश।
चलो।
वेलकम टू श्री मैगी। आई मीन मैगी। चल जाओ। गाना सुनने का मन कर रहा है, एक
70541.
सेकंड। 141। एफटीओ कौन है? सलमान को तोड़ते हैं।
हेलो।
क्या कर रहे हो?
What did you do, Sino?
इधर ही हूँ मैं, क्या हुआ?
Call
Give me one mic. I'll be right
705
back
in
actually.
briefing room,
10.
right? And tell him to give proper comms. 70541 क्या होता है ये?
ओके सर।
ठीक है? And make sure to do
ठीक है
tell
सर,
him to do 311. ठीक है?
बिल्कुल सर, मैं उसको पूरा समझा रहा हूँ एकदम अच्छे से। 705 राइट, समझ गया।
705 ऐसे बोला, 70541 समझा भी नहीं।
नहीं
मैं
नहीं,
3 बार सोचना पड़ा वो क्या बोला उसने। फिर समझा कि क्या बोला
ओ,
उसने।
ठीक है ठीक है
And let me know क्या उसने क्या बोला।
ठीक है, मैं समझा, पूछ भी रहा हूँ और आपको बता भी रहा
Yeah, done.
हूँ। ठीक है सर।
अभी भी मांगी? यस, अभी भी मांगी थी।
वन फोर टू टू 705 डायरेक्ट।
गन का वो
705 डायरेक्ट।
Triple One direct to dispatch active 38 westbound at Apples Boulevard on a 4-door sedan requesting 1 unit.
26.
So turn off your engine and stay in your vehicle, right? Okay, stand by. Right, sir. This is Captain Etos from the LSP department. Can you remove your mask, both of you? Mask and helmet. Provide me your license and registration paper of this vehicle, sir. Registration?
Registration papers I don't have right now on me,
ये आपकी गाड़ी
but you
है?
can check. Yep, it's on my name.
Go to the what do you say? I think you have your papers. Go to the document section and vehicle registrations. You'll have your paper over there.
I got it, but I am not able to share it. Wait, now
Click
I
on
got it.
the
What was section
click on the paper on the right eye icon, and on the top right there's three dot. You can share local. Yeah, got your paper. Tailgater, right? Alright, Mr. Jignesh, can you tell me the
Yes,
reason why
sir.
I've been pulled over?
I was tried to break a signal,
Okay. Next, anything else?
and a little bit of itty bitty of overspeeding.
82, not little bit.
Ah,
But
sir, I was getting late for my sanitation. Sir, I was getting late for my sanitation shift, sir. It's already getting late, and at the right night time I can't do it. So I was just getting in a hurry to reach over there.
I get your point, but still, you have no right to break traffic rules. You know that,
Yeah, I know. It's my bad, my bad.
right? Mr. Jignesh, I'll be issuing a two citation ticket. She's gonna be like breaking a red light, like crossing a red light, and over speeding, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'll call you. Okay? Stay in your vehicle.
Okay,
I'll be
okay.
there. Okay? After creating. Two 2074.
ये भी पूछ रहा था ट्रेडमार्क भी पूछ रहा था वो पूछा दिलाएगा उसको ये चाहिए था
A70 to Sinu. Send it. I'm lower garage, Kalu. 10-4.
Alright, Mr. Jignesh, is gonna be around $540 fine. Alright.
sir I'm already broke sir please sir
How do you plead?
little bit of fine
Yeah, to a violation. Do you plead guilty?
yeah I plead guilty
Alright. Ticket has been issued and deducted from your bank account. Alright. When my lights are off, you can leave on that scene, right? And I'll be taking one photo.
Okay.
Give me a second. Right. Just think of the scope for
AetioX 20.
Adamsable Boulevard. Loan pani man shikam na khairi. Khao tomar salam ko. Na.
AetioX
Send it.
20
Currently at Alta Street, northbound.
for 76.
इसमें टर्बो नहीं है क्या
मेरे पे
तेरी गाड़ी में?
टर्बो तो था 84, चेक करना
भागी नहीं रही।
उधर।
मैकेनिक है,
मोजली जाके
चेक
चेक
कर
कर,
सकता है।
मोजली जाके चेक कर एक बार।
Copy.
Back to Boyka. Back to Boyka.
Then
Are you doubled up?
tripled up.
Take Lincoln with you. I'm going for 10-7 now.
So then one cup.
+2 performing 38 near Strawberry Avenue. Black door, 4-seat sedan. Black car.
Then 16+1 will be swimming code 1.
One of the dispatch requesting a ride along.
Then was 76.
No.
One 70-38 on Lampadati occupied one southbound car needed for distance.
Again, 143, 76, 34, 42.
+1, same traffic, 34, 42.
Situation hashtag Ignesh Johnson.
No one to be seen performing code 6.
10-4 center.
कितना बाइक कारवान आ रहे हैं ओके?
BW or B8W7T.
870 Rocksmith.
Send it.
You want ride along?
Negative, I got one.
3D1.
38 at par is a code for.
Hey, from. I was on the bike. Eastbound, Vespucci. BPD.
A6CT on mic.
He's waiting southbound towards. Okay, he has pulled over.
One of the dispatch requesting a S-class unit. I'm currently in an active AD with a blue sports vehicle. 20 is gonna be vehicle boxes.
Yeah, update 27.
Moving towards Legion, right now in front of. Yeah, I think you saw it. Taking a left, lower power street. Now a right towards Legion.
Secondary will be going for the comms. Currently at the San Andreas.
Attaching. Scout attaching.
So if you try to stop down your vehicle, we'll try to box you. Last warning.
Careful, be careful.
Give him warning to box.
Way too many cars. Do you want us to attach? We're already here.
They are
Uh,
cars.
Hold on, guys. I need only VSTR, Scout, and the initial this Cruiser 3.
We have our hug unit.
Tertiary Cruiser 3, back off. We have enough.
He's trying to pull over. Check करो.
ऑफिसर इधर की यूनिट्स को क्या हो गया?
We already evaded go for the felony now.
Why we have so much units?
ऑफिसर क्या हो गया?
Cruiser 3.
Sir, can you pull over on your right?
And
Right
Scout,
side.
Why?
you also back off.
Right side, so it's a lawful command. Please pull over on your right side.
We do it plus one backing off.
Okay, do one thing. VSTR, Scout, and the crew guys, can you switch to frequency 2? Who are in the activity?
Switching.
Copy that. Triple one ready to.
Secondary, go with comms.
Northbound, low power, taking right, integrity. Low integrity, semi straight. We'll be taking right towards the Legion. Scout, you got visual, right?
Yeah, I have visual. Long eyes.
Copy. We'll be taking left, no eyes from secondary.
Okay, backside PD left towards bus station. Another left, integrity. It is gonna highway blast, let's north.
Moving towards highway. I will be on the wrong side.
Still ice. Northbound LSP is sending it right lanes.
Copy that.
Delay is pretty fast, but I'm able to catch up somewhat. Guys, north LSP way. I had a major 50. No visuals as of now.
I'm going towards the Palomino. You send it straight.
Copy. Got eyes on the vehicle. Off-road. Freeways. Wrong lane. Northbound, Sonora. Sending straight. Only left westbound route 68. Very fast. Westbound route 68 crossing near prison. Left, wait, he's out for refuel. Requesting unit.
10-4.
Update comes, I'll be there in a second.
In front of Route 68 bank. Coming towards you. Eastbound Route 68 towards the main highway, heading towards Senora. Long eyes, its acceleration is too fast.
Fine. Till the time you can have visuals, have it.
Calling at VCB from my side, southbound near Pink Dinosaur.
Turn 4.
Do one thing, guys. Blake, power plant की तरफ जा. मैं Palomino की तरफ जाता हूँ.
Dead call.
Too fast, yaar.
Scout was also barely able to catch up, so let's see. I'll try.
But he is trying to refuel the vehicle. He is low on fuel.
10 for that. Possibly he might be on Palomino.
Seeking power station.
I'll be heading towards Mayo Park. Oh, this locals, Thomas. Big. Local को देख रहा हूँ एक बार.
We calling a record for?
For now, I guess yes. Switch back to frequency 1.
12 for. Go on back and return. Locals are as.
Plus you follow. Don't put the camera in the front.
Only one guy here.
Done for.
No selling murder.
Come here. Huh? Once it dispatched, we have visuals again on that vehicle 20. It's gonna be Legion.
10-4-76.
23
10-4.
Then for currently in front of Pixel Hotel.
Scout 23.
Cruiser 23.
Cruiser 23 as well.
I think you guys have enough unit, right?
वो गाड़ी बहुत तेज है हम not catchable from BST or else.
Scout civilian.
Scout is not. You guys got eyes or no?
Yeah, we do.
Take primary unit.
गोल गोल घूम रहा है ना करी तो उसको डाल दो एक दीवार में फिट करके.
He knows that you guys can't catch him up, so he's trying to do something.
As soon as he stops, just pull him out.
Sorry for that.
डब्बा बना डब्बा इसका.
You guys have enough unit. I'm not attaching, right?
But it just bait. No point.
I mean,
pull up दीवार पे
Do
डाल
one thing. I am authorizing you to go ahead for a pit on him. Pit will be only done by a scout unit.
do you take a left or right on this mount? You know?
U10 lower plan. Heading towards the another U10 will be east and upper plan.
He's just baiting us.
Do one thing. Go ahead for a pit if you have opportunity.
Speeds are too much. Can't.
The last 38 is a code 4 traffic citation issued regime code 1+1.
He's gonna highway blast again.
Confirm. सारे बम चले.
Speedy and Blake, can you take care of him? I will back off from it.
I mean,
Can't hear
I'm
you.
trying, but I'm barely catching up.
Then if you catch him, then let me know.
Can't hear you.
You're done.
Another squad?
Who's in the other squad?
Boyka.
Army attached here.
One of the guys switch to radio and then talk like that, not on the primary one.
Go to 2.
Switch to radio 2.
107 show 1041 10 1076 to the court case.
173.
One 1023 at the city hall. We're going 10-7 for the court case.
Dispatch 173 back on 8 after 2.
10-4.
AetioX केस है अभी
कौन सा?
स्टेट वर्सेस एमपीज आर स्ट्रीट रेसिंग।
अच्छा आ रहा है।
वो गाड़ी मेरे को दे और तू यहाँ से जा।
हाँ किधर हो बताओ?
नीचे आ जा तो मेरे को बता।
अपर पार्किंग आ जाओ, मैं पिक करता हूँ।
अपर पार्किंग पे नहीं हूँ मैं, कोर्ट हाउस पे ही हूँ। तुम कोर्ट हाउस पे गाड़ी मेरे को दे दो और तुम मेरी क्रूजर लेके जाओ। जी
143 code 1.
हेलो।
गाड़ी कोर्ट हाउस के पीछे वाले पार्किंग में सेकंड फ्लोर पे।
नहीं होल्ड। मैं नीचे आ रहा हूँ, मेरे को गाड़ी की चाबी दे, तू मेरी गाड़ी की चाबी ले।
अच्छा
वहीं रुक बस।
नीचे सामने वाला पार्किंग ना, उधर आ रहा हूँ।
हाँ सामने वाला फ्रंट पार्किंग
आ रहा हूँ। Mm. बोल बॉम।
हेलो।
हम्म।
एक हल्का सा ना मेरा मसला चल रहा था थोड़ा सुनामी के पहले, और मैं थोड़ा समझ रहा हूँ खटपट गया था। और अभी मैं एग्जिट है ना पीडी के अंदर जो मकसूद वाला रूम होता है ना वहां पे हूँ, और थोड़ा मुझे प्रोसेस करने दे तो मजा आ जाता।
एक 911 कर देना, कोई ऑफिसर आ जाएगा उधर।
क्या करूँ?
911 तेरे पे फोन है क्या?
हाँ है तो वहाँ ना तुमने
नहीं नहीं
सैटेलाइट से फोन कर रहा हूँ मैं। हाँ ना।
नहीं नहीं, मैंने सोचा पीडी के अंदर से वो उधर से कॉल कर रहा है। अच्छा कोई बात नहीं,
और कौन है?
तो
और कौन है ऑन ड्यूटी?
911 कर दे। बहुत सारे ऑफिसर्स है पीडी में, बहुत सारे ऑफिसर्स है, एक 911 कर दे, आ जाएगा।
अरे किसी को
ठीक है।
Dispatch
911 करो
173 on a
311
code
करो।
1.
Fix your radio
911 कर
up
दे।
it.
क्या?
हाँ तो डाल देना कि हम हेयर
Fix
एट
your radio
मकसद
up it.
में प्रोसेस। अच्छा एक काम करते हैं, मैं ऑफिसर भेजता हूँ, ठीक है?
हाँ बस
मकसद रूम
थैंक
पे
यू
ना।
सो मच। हाँ
हाँ ठीक
आओ।
है।
Dispatch 173 on a code 1.
क्या देना इसका?
बैठ।
कैसे बैठू? लॉक्ड है।
अच्छा हाँ, रुकना बॉयज, दूसरी गाड़ी में जा रहे, इसमें नहीं मिला।
नहीं
अरे यार,
मिला। भाई दे उसका
की
चाबी
चाबी
तुम
दे।
पे है।
हाँ हो गई, मेरी है। आ जाओ बॉयज।
AetioX
Send it.
for the court case. Switch to radio 2.
Tonight.
तू बुला रहा
रेडियो 2 बुला रहा है वो तुम्हें।
Send it. Speedy.
Court case में हो क्या?
I'm going there. Why?
If you're not using a VHR, just give me the VHR, no? I'll be on field.
वो रॉकस्मिथ के पास है, you can collect that from him.
Confirm.
Okay. Switching back to ready one.
That we can build up a strong case and increase our knowledge upon who and like which person is a part of the raid. We had a list of finalists, but it wasn't their names, it was the aliases that they were using to hide their identities. This list also came from the social media post made on Twitter. Everything has been mentioned in the report as evidence. While chasing these particular cars and running the place of them throughout it, we also stumbled upon one of the cars that we were looking for with a possible suspicion, which belonged to Mr. Empizar. It was a gauntlet, black in color. And we stumbled upon the same car being involved in the race as well, speeding and following the same route, racing with the other vehicle. So we were actively chasing that. When I say we, that is me and Officer AetioX Dex. Eventually, while chasing the cars on the third route, we got multiple 911s from different people on the same exact route of the which gave us a suspicion that the people who made the 911 call for the EMS because they were injured in the vehicular accident could be a part of the race, because it's a high speed thing, so people can get hurt trying to reach on with some. And when we reached on the location, we did see some vehicles that were involved in the race also crashed on the side of the road. But once again, we also got a 911 call from Mr.
Just
Ramesh.
checking if they are on duty.
He's not.
We reached before EMS since we were on a similar route trying to chase the race. And upon reaching there, we saw that exact same gauntlet crash into a tree, smoke it, and Mr. Intizar was injured on the side of the road, up opposite to the car. He was wearing a helmet at the time, so we weren't really sure if it was Mr. Intizar himself or not. So we called in the ambulance at the location as soon as possible.
169 1041 any actives?
Was the first one to look into him. He had vehicular accident markings on him.
1074 for now. Direct to triple on direct to Speedy or Blake.
He was
21 me.
yeah, he was
One of any one of your 21 me.
so we took him straight to the road.
No, I'll do it.
And the EMS came in. They treated him. We made the arrest, me and AetioX, since we knew that he was involved in the speed race.
ए सर किस चीज का कोर्ट केस चल रहा है सर?
यस बताओ।
पूरा नंबर को क्या हुआ पुराना?
अरे पुराना वाला तो हो गया ना, लेके गए थे कोई सिम।
अच्छा लिसन, एक सस्पेक्ट है मकसद रूम पे, ठीक है? उसको एक ऑफिसर असाइन कर दो, उसको प्रोसेस करना है, उसका थोड़ा सीन हुआ था।
कोई और ऑफिसर था जो तुम्हारी सिचुएशन में?
ना मेरा वाला भी कोई सिचुएशन, मैं भी नहीं था उधर। तो उसका नाम है बॉब कूपर। उसको देखो कोई सस्पेक्ट है कि लाइक कोई ऑफिसर अवेलेबल है तो उसको भेज दो।
देखता हूँ बट ऐसे कोई करने को मानेगा नहीं, वही है।
हाँ बट उसका प्रोसेस तो करना पड़ेगा ना।
तुम बोलोगे तो मान जाएगा, पता है, वेरी ऑनेस्टली।
कौन? तुम बोलो, मैंने बोला प्रोसेस करने। कोई भी ऑफिसर असाइन करो एंड टेल मी क्या मैंने बोला। आई थिंक रिसेंट इंसिडेंट में आई थिंक उसका वो होगा, आई एम नॉट श्योर। कौशिक वाला सीन हो सकता है।
बोल देता हूँ कौशिक तो होगा नहीं। अभी मैं इसको बोल देता हूँ कुरैशी को, वो तुम्हें कॉल कर ले ऐसा करके। बोल दो एक बार उसको कॉल पे।
तुम ही बोल दो इसको यार, क्या सीन है।
हाँ चलो मैं ही बोल देता हूँ, मानेगा नहीं वो लेकिन।
क्यों नहीं मानेगा? तुम अर्जेंट हो यार।
मेरी तू तड़ाक हो चुकी है ना उससे, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ।
तो नहीं मानेगा मेरे को बताना।
हाँ डन बोल के देखता हूँ।
डन है, उसको सर्च कर रहा हूँ।
Dispatch requesting units to perform 6 near
वो जो तुम्हारा वाला लॉन्ड्रोमेट है ना?
for drug calls. Any free units available? But I'm also 76 to that call.
यस बताओ।
तो तुम्हारा वाला लॉन्ड्रोमेट है ना, कुछ देर पहले हुआ था, उसका सस्पेक्ट है।
उसका
ली बॉय का है वो वाला।
हाँ तो उसमें क्या है?
हाँ उसमें क्या है?
तो मैं ही कर देता हूँ फिर तो।
करो
हाँ
ठीक है।
But at the end of the day, we did get lucky in finding the race since it was literally right through the city. So we did stumble upon. And of course, since street racing is illegal, we had to pursue the vehicles to at least get evidences of who are the people who are involved in this.
Alright, Officer Ash, understood. So, Officer Ash, upon talking about your investigation, did you the PD the whole of PD, did you guys like get to know about a certain pattern which got you guys to investigate in the racing scene?
That is correct.
दिखा
The
नहीं
thing,
चिंगारी से,
about the
sorry.
pattern was if you're talking about the track for the race, the route for the race,
You good?
we just started out by
I'm
trying
good,
to
I'm
spot any fast speeding cars or multiple drifts of cars on any. Eventually, when me and AetioX started chasing these cars on the same routes multiple times, I would say we chased them approximately at least 2 times through the same exact route. So we
So could you specify the route? Could you specify the route?
the route was it has also been mentioned as an evidence into the report, but it was a bit complex route. It did involve the roads of Senior Buns, which is the Calais Avenue. It also involved the areas near South Side, which is south of the Olympic Freeway. The route also went through East Galileo Avenue through the tunnel towards West Galileo Avenue, and it also went through Baytree Canyon Road northbound. These are some of the routes that were taken by the racers, but it's a proper route that they were following that we finally did decipher by chasing the suspects or the racers in the south.
And officer, how many cars did you spot in this situation altogetherly moving through a same route?
I would say approximately 5 or 6 cars, approximately.
Okay.
AetioX
And
was the one to spot more cars than me actually, since he was a bit ahead of me in the whole chase.
right, right.
And the
We'll
cars
have
were
a
quite
word with him
fast.
as well. So, what made your suspicion on Mr. MP sir like to arrest him?
Well, the suspicions was that due to prior information of his involvement being in the race that we had got from our undercover mission, the report has
So,
also
I
been
would
mentioned.
like you to specify the undercover operation because it's already publicly listed. So,
Okay, I'll have
please state it.
to. Can I refer to the report, Your Honor?
Yeah, please go ahead.
This is going to be report number 364 that I'm mentioning. Uh, the outcome of the day
360
one
what?
of
Sorry.
the 364, sir.
Okay, please go ahead.
There was an undercover investigation done by one of our officers, whose code name was Gator, for the reference of the report.
Off duty. Bro.
He had tried to find certain clues as to who is the organizer for the race and where it's being held. There was certain information that we did find out was that the registration fees for the race was $5,000 per person, and the location, the major locations for this race were more of the Sandy Shores, Movie Star Way, and Palito. We also got the idea that the prize pool for this whole racing tournament, which is going to happen, was approximately between 500,000 to $1 million. We weren't really sure about the source of the money, but that's all we knew about the main pool of the whole racing. As an undercover officer, he also found out that like he got information through certain connections. It led him to believe that MP Czar was also a part of this whole racing scene, and in fact, he had also won one of the races. That also led us to believe that he could be a part of the final races on the final day. That is the reason why me and AetioX were trying to find any cars that did come back to him. The license plate did come back to him. I
I'd like to
only,
object on this whole matter, Lordship, because this is totally a hearsay statement stated by an officer. Nothing else. Just a waste of court's time. They're just
Yeah,
wasting the time
so
of the court.
prosecution, do you have any explanation on it? Because he is
I
objecting
was.
about
These
here.
are the just
No,
hearsay
wait.
evidences.
Officer, wait.
No, sir.
Stage we have
Nothing
to
from my
decide.
side.
So
No,
do
sir.
you agree
Nothing
that
from.
your officer is saying hearsay?
I would.
No,
Sir,
I'm asking Tej.
so not particularly because there are other evidences which could support it partially, but there are things which cannot be justified out here right now.
The statements, whichever is read out by the officer, is totally hearsay, Lordship. You may kindly check the report as well. There isn't any bona fide evidences or witnesses attached to that report. Thank you.
I found, I mean, anyway, we'll discuss it like, because it's an undercover report. I don't want to open it further, but we'll discuss it later in a closed court. I'll call both of the
Right, sir.
lawyers and we'll discuss it. But
Not
yeah, I
sure.
mean, let's just go ahead with it.
May I continue?
Any other points? Yeah. So
Yes,
I
I would
understand.
also
I
like to
actually
mention that.
I went through
I
the
will,
report and I got it that your undercover officer, Elia, aka Peter, found out few informations which leading the PD know about this particular underground race.
that is correct.
Yeah.
And we had strong suspicions on Mr. M. Pizar's involvement. Therefore, I went through his own vehicle list, and one of the cars that he owns that caught my eye was a Gauntlet, which is actually a quite fast car. I've test driven it myself at Mosley's, and I suspected that it could be one of the vehicles that he could have used in the race if he was involved. There was still a suspicion at this point.
I
Our
would like to
suspicion
object
led in.
again, Lordship. It is again opinion-based statement. He
So, Abid,
suspected that might be
yeah,
this
he's also
person.
I mean, officer is also mentioning that he might have used it. So he's not saying that
That's what.
your client have used
So
it.
he's not stating it as a fact.
That's what. Opinion based, sir.
Yeah, we'll note it. Yeah.
That's
So moving forward, we kept a strong eye for any particular vehicles of the same kind or any particular vehicles belonging to Mr. Zar being involved in the raid. And eventually, as I said, we did stumble upon it when AetioX spotted the exact same car, ran the place through the radar, and it came back to Mr. MP Zar. He chased the vehicle for quite a bit, following the same exact route where other cars were also right next to him, racing with each other, of course. And eventually, as I mentioned, on the same exact route where the race was going through, which was East Galilee Avenue, is where Mr. Mpizar's 911 came from for EMS, where his car was crashed into a tree and he was injured on the side of the road.
Okay, so I have one question. I'm just like trying to like help me to understand it properly. You said
Of course.
Officer AetioX was chasing MPZR's vehicle, that gauntlet, and
That is
then
correct.
you get a 911 about a person getting injured, right?
That
And
is
then you
correct.
go to the scene. So in the meantime, in the between of the chase, did the Officer AetioX lose his eyes on that particular gauntlet, or what is it? Or he was chasing
That is
someone else?
correct.
I just want to clarify.
No, we were chasing multiple cars at the same time, including the gauntlet, and ATOX did lose visuals on the gauntlet for approximately 5 to 7 or 10 seconds. Not exactly sure about the time. But as soon as we were still trying to figure out what was the exact route that he could have taken after that, or what the turn was, that's when the 911 came in. As soon as we responded to the situation, Mr. MP was on the scene. I would also like to mention, after I arrested Mr. MP and took his statements, he did mention that he was the one driving the car this whole time. He never mentioned that he gave his car to someone else to drive. It has been mentioned in the statements as well.
So, Officer Ash, I
Oh,
had a question.
of course.
Officer Ash, when you guys approached Mr. MP sir upon his 911,
Yes.
could you state uh, what was the outfit he was wearing and how was he looking and what was his statements after that? What was the course of action after that?
Of course, I exactly remember. He was wearing a pair of denim jeans. He was wearing a black jacket with a white undershirt. He was wearing a helmet over his face, a black in color, and under the helmet, he was also wearing a mask which covered the front of his face. Because when I removed his helmet so that he could breathe easy, he was still wearing a mask, so I had to remove that as well. Once both of that was done, I tried to talk to him to see if he was still awake or unconscious, on which he did respond very weakly. So I could make out that he was injured and he was in fact conscious still. So we went to the radio of EMS and told them to rush to our location as soon as possible. They did the same and came on the location. By the time we also took Mr. MP under the shade of the tree right next to his car, the EMS came in, treated him, and then I proceeded to arrest him, of course. I read him his Miranda rights as soon as he was awake after getting treated properly, and he was fit and helped him sit in my car so that he could rest for a bit since he just got treated after the vehicle injury. I was in conversation with him this whole time, and he mentioned a couple of things that he was saying. He said that he was on his way to a business meet, and apparently, if he was the first one to reach the meeting, he would have gotten he would have cracked a business deal for $500,000.
कोई बात नहीं
This raised
बोलने
my
दो आप.
suspicion because this exact amount of money was the information that my undercover officer found out. That could be the prize pool of the races. So we
I'd
had
like
quite
to
suspicions.
request the honorable court to kindly note down the statement whatever has stated by Mr. Ash Anderson right now. I'll later on cross. Just please, the lordship may note down.
तो आपको क्या लगता है हम क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे बैठ के?
नहीं, to be precise.
The court knows what to do.
Note down the whole statement.
Mr. Anokhai, don't worry about it. Yeah.
Lordship.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, Officer Ash, he told you about a meet where he was supposed to reach at the earliest and against which he will be receiving some amount of money, right?
He mentioned that, quote, I am not a part of any race. I was on my way to a business meet. I was going to crack a deal of $500,000. If I lose that deal, you are going to pay me $500,000. He also mentioned that.
Okay, so
Again, I'd like to object on another point, Lordship. The officer just changed his statement. If you have heard correctly, officer said before that if I reach at first, I might have get a deal of 500k. Now he is
That is
saying.
correct. He. Okay. Go on. Go.
Now you changed your statement just now.
He
So
did
could you point
mention
out?
what I. May I speak, Your Honor?
One
Yeah,
second,
yeah.
one second.
So
Sir,
as I
can you
mentioned,
point
this.
out which point did he changed or altered through his
He
statement?
said before that if MP could have reached that place at first point, he might have get a 500k deal.
That is correct.
And
He mentioned.
just now officer said कि अगर वो पहुंचते हैं तो उनको मिलेगा डील, उनके वजह से 5 लाख का डील गया, ये बोला है
If the
अभी.
court would like me to explain the point, Your Honor, and
No, that's
further
fine. That's
elaborate.
fine. I mean, it's fine. I understand what you wanted to say. It's fine. Let's move on.
Of course.
Any further points? Prosecution.
Yes, sir, I have.
The court understood the gist of it, the case.
Right, sir. So I would like to ask a few more questions. I'll just keep it short. Sir, Officer Ash Anderson, would you like to state what are the speed limits throughout the city, specifying
It's gonna
the
be.
highway speed limits and city speed limits?
Well, there's 3 sets of speed limits: 35 miles per hour for the city limits, 55 miles per hour on Route 68, and 75 miles per hour on the highways and the freeway, including Delpera Freeway and Olympic
Right,
Freeway.
and according to your speed radar, what was the speed of Mr. MP Shah's car?
Actually, AetioX was the person whose unit's radar, grabbed the plates and the speeds of Mr. MP's. So I'm not really sure about that. AetioX was the
All right,
primary unit in that chain.
all right. I have no further questions. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Anuka, your cross, please.
Lordship.
Good evening,
Acha.
Mr. No.
Good evening. As stated by you, Mr. Ash, earlier, that you have got
Yes.
multiple 911s in that same route. Am I right?
On a similar route, that is correct, which was a part of the race.
That's
Three
it.
to be on,
जितना
to be
पूछो
exact.
उतना
Three
जवाब
911.
दीजिए बस. जितना पूछो उतना जवाब दीजिए. ठीक है? उस रूट पे आपको मिला था. अलग-अलग लोगों से मिला था या एक इंसान से मिला था?
Different people.
Okay. Did you arrested them for the same thing?
Negative. We had more information on Mr. MP's
That's
more prior information and
wait.
suspicion.
अरे सर जितना पूछो उतना तो बताओ ना. आगे का क्यों बता रहे हो? पूछा ही नहीं है. ठीक है. अगर आपको एमपीआर पे आपको सस्पिशन था, राइट?
That's correct.
तो सेम रूट ये गाड़ियां भी अगर फॉलो कर रही थी, वही सेम रूट पे अगर ये गाड़ियां भी आपको मिली
डार्लिंग
है,
स्लैश चुम्मा दे के मैं
तो
जाऊं
ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द सस्पिशन आपको सेम
चुम्मा दे के
इंसिडेंट में
मैं
ये चीज पे भी इंटरोगेट करना
अरे
चाहिए
वो
था.
लड़की से मांगो ना, मेरे को क्यों मांग रहे हो?
I didn't catch
सर ये तो गलत है.
अच्छा सॉरी यार माय बैड
बाय द वे टिमो सर वो कंफर्म कर दो ना.
मैं कह रहा हूँ
कंफर्म है बस.
अगर
ठीक है, आज
सेम
तुम फारे हो
रूट पे
जाओ तो
कोई
एक बार बैठ
गाड़ी
के
जा
पढ़ लेते
रहा
हैं एक
था,
दफा बैठ के
वही
जब
रूट
फ्री
पे
होता
और
तो
दो
बताना.
गाड़ी से
ओके
आपको 911 आया
समझा
है,
नहीं, सॉरी
यू
बात
मस्ट
सुना
हैव गॉट अ
एक दफा
सस्पिशन ऑन
मेल
दोस
पे
टू
बैठ के
व्हीकल्स
पढ़
एज
लेते हैं
वेल.
साथ.
एंड
डन
इसी
है.
के बेस
बुला
पे
लेना मेरे को,
आपको ये
मैं
पूरा
आई
चीज
विल बी
एक
देयर.
इंसिडेंट पे इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाहिए था.
खफा क्यों?
Objection,
करेक्ट मी
Your
इफ आई एम
Honor.
खपा नहीं, खा रहा हूँ.
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the objection about?
Sir, he's misquoting the witness. He never stated that the 911 was against a car moving towards along with the other
He
cars.
just said, sir, he got multiple 911 from those vehicles in that same route. अगर आपने नहीं
Vehicles
सुना
can't
तो
put in, sir,
वही
911s.
गाड़ी से ही बोला है उन्होंने अपने स्टेटमेंट में शुरू में. याद नहीं आपको तो
So what are you trying to
कार्स
prove
बोल रहा
here?
है मैंने. Who me?
Yeah.
कॉन्स्पिरेसी सर. आगे बताऊंगा सर. मैं
Go
कोर्ट
on.
का टाइम जाया नहीं करूंगा. जस्ट मुझे करेक्ट की नहीं बता दीजिए एसजी.
Go on.
आई एम करेक्ट राइट?
About what?
अगर फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कोई एक रॉबरी सिचुएशन हो रहा है और वहां पे मल्टीपल लोग इन्वॉल्व है, तो आप सभी का नाम एक इंसिडेंट में करोगे या अलग अलग इंसिडेंट में करोगे? एक में ही करोगे, है ना? वही चीज कह रहा हूं मैं. सेम फॉर दिस सिनेरियो. एक ही रूट में एक ही 911 फॉलो करते हुए अगर आए हो आप, तो आप सभी को एक ही इंसिडेंट में डालोगे, है ना?
Mr. Wilson, street racing and robbery are two very different situations.
मैं आपको बता
There's a
रहा हूँ
lot more
इंसिडेंट तो सेम ही बनेगा ना.
evidences and proving that we need
अच्छा,
for
इंसिडेंट फिर
street
आप
racing.
अलग बनाओगे, ऐसा बोल रहे हो?
Oh, not really. Never mentioned.
Okay.
But once
तो
again,
एक
as
में
I
बनाओगे.
mentioned, I had previous suspicions on Mr. MP, which turned into
मैं क्या
probable
कह रहा हूँ,
cause
आप
when we
एक
spotted
इंसिडेंट
his
में
car
बनाओगे,
in the
अलग
day.
अलग इंसिडेंट में बनाओगे, ये बताओ ना. सस्पिशन की बात तो बाद में आ रहे हैं.
Well, if we are arresting other racers, then they will be going under the same incident report.
Same incident report, right? लॉर्डशिप में
Yeah, if you are
काइंडली
arresting
नोट
any
डाउन
other
दिस
racers.
पॉइंट्स, ठीक है? अभी नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे आते हैं। जैसे कि आपने बोला मल्टीपल कार्स वहां पे इन्वॉल्व था, आप लोग उसको गाड़ियों को चेस कर रहे थे, आपके रेडार में और भी गाड़ियों का नंबर फिर तो आया होगा जरूर।
That's correct.
ठीक है, तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दो सस्पिशंस डिड यू गाइज इंटरोगेटेड, कॉल्ड और इन्वेस्टिगेटेड विद दोस व्हीकल ओनर्स?
Not yet.
पॉइंट टू बी नोटेड लॉर्डशिप। इसके बाद आते हैं, आप मुझे एक बात बताइए, आपका जो रिपोर्ट है, मैं लॉर्डशिप में काइंडली आई वुड लाइक टू रिफर द रिपोर्ट व्हिच हैज बीन अप्रूव्ड बाय द हाई कमांड टू बी प्रिसाइज। आप मुझे एक बात बता दीजिए बस, पूरे सिनेरियो में आपने आपने बोला मल्टीपल गाड़ियां थी, ये पूरा ये तो एक अंडरकवर इन्वेस्टिगेशन था ना, राइट?
These are two different things, Mr. Wilson.
नहीं, इसके साथ लास्ट डे पे एडजर्नमेंट इसीलिए हुआ था कि ये रिपोर्ट आप रेफर कर रहे थे उस केस के साथ, तो मैं तो दोनों को साथ में काउंटर करूंगा।
But it's two different situations, two different locations, two different dates, Mr. Wilson.
और दिस इज टू डिफरेंट सिचुएशंस, तो मतलब इसको हम अभी काम पे ना लगाए ना, इसको साइड कर दे फिर रिपोर्ट।
It's not from the same exact day.
डे का ही नहीं बता रहा हूँ, इन्वेस्टिगेशन इसी मैटर का हुआ है ना, सब्जेक्ट मैटर इज सेम, राइट?
The subject matter was racing, that is correct.
सब आप शायद मेरा सवाल नहीं समझ रहे हैं, मैं कह रहा हूँ सब्जेक्ट मैटर सेम ही है ना, वेदर मिस्टर एमपीआर वाज इन्वॉल्वड इन अ रेस और सब्जेक्ट मैटर तो इसी में ही आता है वो चीज।
No, once again,
Right.
the investigation was not just done to frame MP or find evidences against him.
वो नहीं बता रहा हूँ,
Investigation
मैं
was
कह रहा हूँ
done for
रेसिंग
the
में
racing
इन्वॉल्व
scenes.
है, उसको
Objection,
प्रूव
my
करने
honor.
के लिए आपने ये चीज बनाया ना।
I am not understanding your question.
Objection, Your Honor.
मैं कह रहा हूँ
Yeah, please go ahead. Wait,
जो
wait, wait.
इंसिडेंट है,
Sir, it's confusing and he's just trying to
I'll
refer
clarify,
to
I'll clarify.
reports in certain way that he's trying to refer or not.
I'll
But what is
clarify.
the relevance over there?
ये केस को प्रूव करने के लिए आपने ये रिपोर्ट को रेफर किया है एज एन इन्वेस्टिगेशन रिपोर्ट, राइट?
But that is correct because through which we had suspicions on Mr.
बिकॉज
MP's.
पे नहीं जाना है, यस और नो, बिकॉज नहीं
Yes,
पूछना
that is
है,
correct.
ठीक है? ओके, कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड रेड बोल्ट्स ऑन एमपीआर's name in the report, and why the red bolts are not there in the name of Exenite and the other suspects?
Because MP's name was to be highlighted here because it was a reference for the report that we are working here right
Okay,
now.
okay.
The situation
So
of the street
other
racing where MP was
three,
caught.
wait, अरे रुक जा रे, other 3 citizens or suspects which has been suspected to be in a particular street race, why they are not in the same incident?
Objection, Your
I
Honor.
don't see the relevancy here, Mr. Wilson.
Objection.
So,
Your
I mean,
Honor.
wait. Anubhai,
Relevance.
this case about only your client. So let's focus on your client only. Okay,
But
let's not talk about the other people. The police will do their investigations. If police find anything, the police will
I
act.
was just as stated by you to prove me the conspiracy. That is the reason I'm telling these things. Nothing else. More
No,
than that.
I mean,
Lordship.
I totally understand.
Lordship, I understood your point. Okay. Then we just come to a conclusion, and therefore, before what stated by Mr. Ash Anderson is they were having a heavy suspicion on Mr. MP's. Am I right? MDT बंद कर लीजिए please.
I would like to refer to the report since it's a very old case. It has been a lot of days. So I
अभी
need to
तो
jog my memory.
अरे अभी तो
Your
आपने
Honor, is it
स्टेटमेंट में
fine
बोला
if
ये
I refer
चीज
to the reports?
कि
Oh, wait. What are you referring to? Sorry.
रेफर मैं
The
नहीं कर रहा हूँ
reports and
सर
the
अभी के लिए,
incidents of the
हाँ,
case.
ये कर रहे हैं.
मैं
No,
पूछ
आपको
रहा हूँ
पूछा
एक
जाएगा, वो
चीज,
आपका लॉयर आके आपको पूछेगा रेफर करने
हाँ,
के, तब आप करेंगे, ठीक है?
मैं
I mean,
इतना पूछ रहा हूँ, आपने ये चीज
Yeah.
अभी बताया कि नहीं कोर्ट को कि एमपीआर पे आपको हेवी सस्पिशन था,
That is correct. We had suspicions.
बस
I never mentioned heavy, but I just said that there was
ज्यादा सस्पिशन था,
reasonable
ये नहीं बोला
suspicion.
आपने एक बार भी?
I said we had like strong
मेजर
suspicions on Mr. MP's.
सस्पिशन, हेवी सस्पिशन, ये
Strong
कुछ भी नहीं बोला
suspicions.
आपने, स्ट्रॉन्ग
Strong
सस्पिशन
suspicions.
बोला ना?
That's correct.
हाँ, लॉर्डशिप में काइंडली पॉइंट नोट डाउन दिस थिंग. नाउ आई वुड लाइक टू refer to the report again and the conclusion part of the report that MPs are and so are 3 probable suspects who might be involved in a racing as per the behavior and actions they constantly showing under the investigation.
Okay.
Okay. As per the information gathered as of now, MPZR is more involved than other two. I would like to request Mr.
Sir,
Ash
objection.
Anderson.
Objection, Your Honor.
बताइए.
बोलो.
Sir, relevance with two other people. What is he trying to state?
अरे
Yeah,
वो
I
तो
mean,
बोल ये लिखा
talking
है,
about
मैं बोल ही नहीं रहा हूँ
MP
वो.
sir.
अरे उसके बोल ही तो नहीं रहा हूँ, वो लिखा है यहाँ पे, मैंने रीड किया बस. MPZR is more involved than other two. वो लिखा है, आप रिपोर्ट पढ़िए एक बारी. पढ़ा नहीं लग रहा है.
That is correct.
हाँ. आगे बता रहा हूँ मैं. तो आप मुझे एक बात बता दीजिए पूरे रिपोर्ट में, ठीक है, MPZR का ऐसा कौन सा बिहेवियर आप लोगों को लगा थ्रू आउट दिस इन्वेस्टिगेशन जिससे आपको ज्यादा सस्पिशन आया उनके ऊपर, स्ट्रॉन्ग सस्पिशन.
My undercover officer was given the information that MPZR had won one of the first races.
জেনারেল যাও, আমি
qualifying
একটু
races
আইসি
of the whole
আঁকে
tournament.
দিছিলাম, এটা মজা
He came
লাগছিল.
first in one of them.
He came first
কেন
Yes,
to
that is correct.
participate.
তো
No, he came first in the race, in one of the qualifying races, I believe.
He was a
That was
winner of the
information given to
race.
me by the undercover officer. That is correct. One of the qualifying
Given
races.
by the
As I mentioned,
undercover
it's a
officer.
tournament.
I will consider
Yes,
this as
and
hearsay as of now then.
the undercover officer's information, whatever they gain from any of the witnesses
You
or
heard
any
that
people,
thing from someone,
is
right?
admissible in the court.
But you
No,
heard
my
that
officer,
thing from
my
someone.
officer gave that report to me. He mentioned to me when he was
That
reporting
is
to
also
me
hearsay,
that
right?
this was a statement.
You heard from someone else.
Well, once again, Mr. Anoka, any statement made to an undercover officer is admissible in the court as per my
No,
knowledge.
no, wait. Officer, what he is asking, whatever report that you are talking about, that undercover came
Yeah.
and told you, is it a like? I mean, that undercover officer created a report mentioning you, or he just like came and told you like, okay, I saw him coming
No,
first.
the
That's what
undercover officer was updating me for every single day that he was investigating, but at the end of the day, at the end of the
No,
investigation, he
do-
created a full
do-
report about it.
Yeah. Do we have a report which has been created mentioning all these things that you are telling to the court, or is
That is
just
the
a
report
normal
number 364,
conversation?
sir. It's the same report, undercover
Okay.
report.
So there it is mentioned that MPZR came first in that race.
I believe all the details are mentioned there, but I will have to once again go through the report to jog my memory if this particular
Okay,
thing has been mentioned on.
Okay, so the code will only follow up whatever the written in the report. Okay. Apart from it, all the statement will be considered as non-bona fide.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Irrespective, that was the reason for the reasonable suspicion.
Okay. Now, Lordship, I would request the Honorable Court to look into the report again. And the para
Which
number,
report?
This report number 364.
Yeah.
Para number.
Yeah, please go ahead. Which para?
Para number 5, I guess. Yeah, a prime example of this statement. Okay. He is in racing scene where he races and repairs his own car. Point to be noted, Lordship. He is in racing scene where he is in racing scene where he races and repairs his own car. It means they got a proper or bona fide evidences against him. That is the reason they written the stuffs over here. The court will presume that thing. Again,
no, it's written. It is written on someone else's name. It's not about Mr. MP.
Yes. But again, this name is not followed in that report. I'm just following. Then the next line of this para, this can be followed in future references as well as whenever any racer is caught with multiple parts of repairing can be questioned. Whenever any racer is caught with multiple part of repairing can be questioned or be charged directly if he caught directly while racing. Does that make sense to the court? On the basis of this nullified or void investigations, they have put charges on my client. Later on, we'll move forward.
That is actually not true, Mr. Wilson.
Did I told you to speak anything?
Objection, Your
Did I
Honor.
told you to speak anything?
Objection, Your Honor.
You should not say.
Sir, he's calling for some narrative out here.
Okay, no, no. Tell me one thing. I just want to have a question here. According to what undercover officer mentioned in the report, that whenever, I mean, he saw someone doing it, and he implies that, if you found this kind of situation, if you find this person with a repair kit, he shall or can be charged against the street pressing. I mean, that is kind of a, that he should first get it verified with the high command, then he should
No,
write
no,
it,
of course.
or he should write
I
it in a very opinionated, like his own opinion. He can put it like according to his theory he can be charged or something
Yes,
like that.
we
So
understand,
that
sir.
part is
Actually, no, we get that, Your Honor. But the thing is, this report was for the future reference for other undercover missions and operations as. But once
Okay.
again, none of the actions were taken just on the basis of this report. There was reasonable suspicions on the suspect, but then the probable cause was made on the day of the final race,
okay.
where
So
Mr.
now
Intizar
what
was
you have
arrested.
said, I would like to highlight it to Tej as well. So you have to focus on your investigation on what you have done that day, not relying on this report. Okay.
Of course.
Yes.
This report
Right.
can be used as a reference, we understand. It's used as a reference, but the court will not take any actions based on this report, this undercover report. Rather, the court will want to look on the evidences that the police have got on that particular case, that particular.
That is okay, sir.
Okay.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
please go ahead.
Okay, we'll move forward then. मुझे एक बात बताइए, एस जी, were you guys aware of the racing? क्या आप लोगों को पता था कि उसी दिन उस टाइम रेसिंग होने वाला था?
We didn't know the time, but we knew the day because there was multiple tweets made on Twitter regarding the day, like basically the final race. Evidences have been mentioned in the report about the tweet.
Okay, तो मतलब आप लोगों को पता नहीं था कि कब कितने बजे रेस होने वाला, एग्जैक्ट टाइम नहीं पता था, राइट?
That is correct. That's why we had our eyes everywhere. All the officers were told to notify me or AetioX or any other officers of the HSPU
क्या आप लोगों
if
को
any of
लोकेशन
the.
पता था कि कहाँ पे ये रेस होने वाला है?
No, of course. But we just knew that there was a race that was going to happen, a final race, with the involvement of 10 participants, I believe. Because there
Okay.
was 10 aliases.
Lordship में again kindly see the report. The location was Sandy Shores, Movie Star Way and Pelican.
That is
Following
a
this.
different report, sir.
Which report you are?
This is the same report which is shared to us actually.
Yes, that is the report for the investigation. That's for the qualifying races, the first day of the races. I'm talking about the final race where MP was caught.
No, wait, officer. Wait. You don't have to justify your loyalty.
Okay.
But before that, Mr. Anuka, which report you want to refer? You want to refer to the
364.
incident?
364 again. No, if I refer the incident, then I
No, let's forget about the
mention that.
364. I already cut it
Okay,
out, right? The
okay,
police
okay,
have
then.
to focus on
Sure
the
thing,
evidences of the
Okay, sure thing.
the incident.
Last question, then we'll move forward to incident. तो एक बात बताइए, अगर आप लोगों को पता था कि उस दिन रेस होने वाला है irrespective of टाइम, क्या आपने उस रेस को रोकने का कोशिश किया थ्रू आउट? आपके जो भी अंडर कवर ऑफिसर थे जिन्होंने इतना सारा इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर किया, क्या उनके थ्रू आपने इस रेस का पर्टिकुलर टाइम, लोकेशन जानने का कोशिश किया?
Our undercover officer had already tried his best to find the time and the location, but the way that the time and the location was being, revealed to the participants was not known to our investigative officer, and therefore we didn't know the exact time and the location of the final race. We just
अच्छा,
knew that that was a particular
एक
date.
बात बताएं, क्या आपके अंडर कवर ऑफिसर उस रेस में रजिस्टर किए थे?
That is not true.
नहीं किया था। तो मुझे एक बात बताइए, आपके अंडर कवर ऑफिसर को जो एक पर्टिकुलर कोड नेम जैसा मेंशन किया गया है इंसिडेंट में भी, एमपी जार के अगेंस्ट, इसका पता कहां से चला?
He got in touch with another person who apparently had registered or was a part of the scene or had information
Oh
regarding the
my
scene.
god, I'll stop vaping.
Again, Lordship, hearsay. The case is totally based on hearsay evidences, Lordship. There is nothing else to discuss in this whole scenario. Nothing. Okay.
Wait. Regarding the alias, we will discuss later. But what is the relevance? I want to know regarding the alias that we're talking.
Yeah, I don't get it either, sir.
The thing is, if the officer didn't participated, ठीक है, और उस रेस के इनसाइड से पता नहीं था, तो कैसे पता चला कि ये एमपी जार का वो नाम है?
What name?
वो जो भी सीक्रेट नाम है उनका, जो
I
आप लोगों
never
ने
mentioned
इंसिडेंट
that.
में, अरे अभी तो
No,
बोला।
Objection, Your Honor.
I never said it in my testimony, Mr. Wilson. I think
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Yeah, what is your
I just mentioned that.
Relevance to the case. Why do we
No,
note
he.
the
अरे
name?
है यार, है रेलेवेंस का।
Wait. No, there was no mention about his alias actually.
Yes sir,
I never mentioned
इंसिडेंट
his
चेक की।
particular alias in my testimony right now.
नहीं, अभी मैंने जब बोला कि आप लोगों को ऐसा पता था, तो आपने बोला नहीं हाँ।
What exactly?
How does
Sorry,
that
I
define
Anuga,
leading.
अच्छा ठीक है,
wait. पहले ओके, प्रोसिक्यूशन आप दोनों में से कोई एक ही बोलेंगे, आप दोनों में डिस्कस कर लीजिए। अगर कोई दूसरा बोलना चाहते हैं तो पहले वाले जो बोल रहे हैं उनको बोलने दीजिए, फिर उनसे डिस्कस करके फिर अपना हाथ ऊपर करिए।
Sure,
दोनों
sir,
मिलके
Mr.
चिल्लाइए
Tej.
मत। हाँ।
Sure, sir. My apologies, Your Honor. Mr. Tej will do the objection and everything.
Yeah, Mr. Tej, if you want to hand your thing to Ms. Seva, just consult with.
Sure.
But okay, just want to connect one more thing, that there was no mention about MPZR was getting suspected as that ADS, whatever the name is, which was written
ठीक है,
in the
वो सर
undercover
मैंने शायद
report.
से जल्दी रेफर कर दिया, वो मुझे बाद में
And yeah, Mr. Anoka, yeah, don't play the word game. Okay, it's fine.
लॉर्ड्स।
Yeah.
जरूर। अच्छा, एक काम दो चीजें और बता दीजिए, फिर मैं अभी के लिए डन। आप मुझे बताइए, कोई भी ओवर स्पीडिंग कार जो है उसको अगर आप पकड़ते हो तो क्या चार्ज लगाते हो, जिसका स्पीड मोर देन 80 किलोमीटर है पर आवर?
It depends what's the location of the speeding. If it's 80 miles per hour, it's not
वही
kilometers, brother, it's miles.
जहाँ पे पकड़ा गया, पकड़ लो वो बोलिंग क्या वाइनवुड बोल के आसपास।
Well, in the area of Vinewood Bowl, the speed limits are 35 miles per hour. So if the person is going, is the person going more like 80 kilometers or miles? Because you mentioned kilometers.
हाँ वही।
कुछ नहीं, हल्की सी बारिश हो रही भाई,
Miles?
बिजलियाँ कड़ा करे थे
हाँ,
भाई।
80 किलोमीटर्स।
I don't use kilometers. We don't use kilometers in here.
कुछ नहीं, आप
अच्छा,
तेज को
तो
लीड
वही-
लेना पड़ेगा। मेरे को
हाँ,
पता
वही
नहीं है
माइल
कितना
पकड़ लो।
सवाल क्या
I'll
क्या
have to
पूछ लिया,
convert
क्या
it.
क्या हुआ।
Can you please help me convert it, Mr. Wilson?
क्या तेरी आवाज इतनी डाउन क्यों लग रही
अरे
है?
ठीक है, तो मतलब एक पर्टिकुलर स्पीड के बाद तो एक ही चार्ज लगाते होगे ना, ऐसा कि नहीं है कि 70 के बाद
नहीं।
एक, 110 के बाद
डाउन
एक।
लग रही है, तब ठीक है।
Your Honor.
चार्ज क्या
हाँ,
लगाते हो,
अलग है।
पूछ रहा हूँ। सबसे
नहीं,
ज्यादा
अलग है।
हाईएस्ट डिग्री स्पीडिंग का क्या चार्ज है?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, what is your objection?
ये ऑब्जेक्शन किस बात पे उठा रहा है, ये बोल ना। ऑब्जेक्शन बोल रहा है, उसके आगे बोल ही नहीं रहा
Sir, he's
है।
trying
I
to
don't.
put in.
No.
Sir, he's
It's okay.
trying to put in forward the kilometers and miles. For
No, let's
nothing.
forget about the kilometers. What he is asking about, what is the like overspeeding charge, I guess.
Right. So the speeding charge is 3 degrees. The highest being
यार
the
अपने
first
अवेयर
degree
नहीं
speed.
का क्या पूछ लिया, आप उसी को लीड
फर्स्ट
लेना
डिग्री
पड़ेगा।
स्पीडिंग लगाते ना।
अब तो जज ने बोला कि
That is
दोनों में
correct.
से एक ही
But it
ऑब्जेक्शन उठा
depends upon
सकता
the
है।
speeds of the suspect.
हल्ले, ठीक है। आप मुझे ये बताइए, एमपीजी का गाड़ी आपने ओवर स्पीडिंग करते हुए कितना बार लॉक किया अपने रेडार पे?
I wasn't the one whose radar was locking his speed, as I mentioned, Mr. Wilson.
अच्छा,
I
तो
hope you
कौन
were
से
following.
ऑफिसर थे
It
वो
was
जिनके
AetioX.
गाड़ी में? वो अवेलेबल है अभी?
He's right behind you, next to Heba. He's available.
ठीक है। अच्छा, जस्ट मैं पर्सनली एक चीज बस जानना चाहूंगा, इतना ही कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर कोई एक रूट में कुछ एक इंसिडेंट हो रहा है, मैं उस रूट को फॉलो करके जाऊं, वहां पे कुछ ऑफेंस हुआ है, क्या मैं उस ऑफेंस के लिए गिल्टी हूं?
It's a very vague question, Mr.
ठीक है, उसको साइड में रखता है। अच्छा, एक और चीज, कोई एक चीज पे या कोई एक इंसान पे अगर आपको सस्पिशन आता है, क्या आप उसको इंटरोगेट करते हैं?
It depends upon the situation. Once again, but I
यही
don't really see
यही
the
सिनेरियो
relevancy
पे
here,
बता
Mr.
रहा हूँ।
Wilson.
यही क्या आपने एमपीजी को इंटरोगेट किया था?
I did ask him questions. That is correct.
ओके, इंटरोगेशन के बाद आपका जो सस्पिशन था, क्या वो आपके प्रोबेबल कॉज में ट्रांसफर हुआ?
Our probable cause was already established before making the arrest, of course. That's why we
what I
made the
just
arrest
wanted
on
to
the
know.
field.
How?
Well, I just mentioned we were following certain speeding cars on a particular route through the city, which is a clear indication of a street race. And also, we had prior information there was a street race that was going to happen.
Okay, that's
all right.
समझ गया।
And then
I
since we spotted,
just would like बस रे कॉमा दारी लगाना सीखो। हाँ, I would like to just argue one statement on this point, Lordship. अगर कोई एक रूट के थ्रू रेसिंग हो रहा है, कुछ भी हो रहा है, मैं उस गाड़ी से जा रहा हूं वहां से, तो क्या मैं उस ऑफेंस का गुनहगार हूं? इवन दो मेरी गाड़ी अगर थोड़ी सी स्पीड में भी है तो।
So it calls for speculation.
ठीक है, ये
may I say
आर्गुमेंट
something,
है।
Your Honor?
ठीक है, जो भी है
मेरे
अभी
को
के लिए
बुलाओ यार
लॉर्डशिप
उधर,
और कुछ
मैं
सवाल
उसको
नहीं।
मारूंगा। मतलब
अगली
2-3 बार जाएगा
Okay.
बंदा तो क्या उसको क्या बोलते हैं,
Mr. Tej,
दम
you
है
say
क्या?
can
something, Your Honor?
re-examine if you want. If your, if your officer wants to say something to the court, you can ask those questions. Otherwise, we'll tell the officer.
Sure, sure. Sir. Officer Ash,
Yes.
I would like to ask you one question. How many times did you officers notice one car from one single route?
As I mentioned, we chased the
मैंने इसको
speeding
मैसेज
cars
करके
for at
बोला
least
इसको ये प्रूफ
2
करना है कि
rounds
एमपी
or
कैसा सेम
laps
रूट
around
फॉलो
the
कर रहा था अदर
particular
रेसर्स
route
की
or the
तरह
circuit of the
Yes.
इस चीज पे उसको पॉइंट आउट
Alright.
Multiple
करना है कि
time,
वो
multiple
Exactly.
time.
सेम रूट
MP's
हाँ
car was also
सेम रूट
spotted
वही है
twice.
मैंने इसको मैसेज किया देखते क्या करता
Mr. MP's car was spotted in the second, our second time in the lab. I believe it was the final lap. It could be the. I'm not really sure what lap it was or how many laps there were in the race. I'm pretty sure there was laps because
Okay,
the cars
okay,
were
okay.
following the same route again and
Understood.
again.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood. Understood.
Again and
Officer
again
Ash,
बोल दिया।
just last one question.
Of course.
What do you think of the overall situation as you yourself?
Well, I believe that the certain cars that we spotted following the same exact route, taking the same exact turns, trying to race with each other, changing positions amongst each
Lordship,
other,
I would like to object
by
herein.
overtaking each other. Right.
Wait,
Go on.
क्या हुआ?
I would like to object herein related to, again, this is totally an opinion based statement. Do they have any evidences of this statement
So we
to
never said
support this
it
evidence?
was supposed to be supported with an evidence. I was just clearly asking about his opinion towards the
It's my
incident.
observations from the situation, Mr. Wilson.
Right. As I never asked for any supporting evidence towards it.
No, the cars which are multiple times were looping in a race.
That is
ठीक है, वो
observation,
गाड़ियां
sir.
लूप करे थे, एमपी का
So
गाड़ी
I
लूप
believe
किया है, वो
witnesses
पूछ
can
रहा हूँ
put
मैं, उसका
forward their
एविडेंस है?
opinions towards the case.
नहीं रे, करो, पूछो।
May I continue, Your Honor? By your permission?
Yeah, please.
Right. So, as I mentioned, we did see multiple cars following the same route. And AetioX also mentioned that he spotted Mr. MP's car following the same routes for quite a while. He was chasing MP's car himself. And after a while, MP's car managed to speed away in taking some turns and managed to, we managed to lose visuals on MP for approximately 5 to 10 seconds, maybe even 15. But yes, once again, when we were following the route, before we reached the location of the 911 where MP made the call, that was the location from where he made the call that he needed EMF. And since we were on the way on that exact same route, we came to the location, found him incapacitated right next to his car, which was still smoking, crashed right next to it. And we called the EMS through the radio.
Okay.
All right. No more further questions. Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
officer.
Thank you, officer. You can go. Obviously.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Next, I would like to call upon the dais, Officer AetioX.
Facts बताइए सारे, ठीक है, जा AetioX.
हाँ.
All facts.
एटियोक्स प्राइवेट रिपोर्ट के बारे में बात जितना कम करेंगे उतना अच्छा रहेगा, ठीक है?
अरे वो मेंशन ही नहीं हो रही है, वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दी
ठीक है
कोर्ट
मैं
ने.
सेवा
हाँ, सुन लिया.
Okay, before Officer AetioX gives any kind of statement, this is for prosecution and defense. The court already knows the basic facts of the case. The court already understood whatever the
Let's
police
just
had
discuss
their
related
point.
to the charge only.
No. I just want to know that if there is any new points that you want to establish stage by calling Officer AetioX. Otherwise, let's not waste the court's time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
I just
if
want
there is
to
any new
understand.
point, then only you please ask the questions. We don't want to know about situations.
Sure, officer.
All right.
Sure,
Officer
my
AetioX,
lordship.
you are also on duty under the oath. So yeah.
Yes, Your
Please
Honor.
continue.
Okay. Officer AetioX, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. बताओ sir.
Okay, Officer AetioX, let's get straight to the point. Officer AetioX, would you like to enlighten the court about the route of the probable racing, which
Uh,
in which
yeah.
for the charge of which you guys got Mr. MP sir.
Actually, I was following the vehicle. It started from like following started from this thing, senior buns, and actually I have to check the route. I don't remember the names of the route, but yeah, I was following the vehicle. It goes backside of the LSMC and sends straight to La Mesa, Mayor Park, and then Vinode. After that, it went towards East Galileo, like this, and then back to the, if I'm not wrong, back to the senior buns route again.
Right. And in that situation, what was the basic speed of most of the vehicles?
It was above 90 plus most of the vehicle.
Okay. And according to the statement of Officer Ash Anderson, he stated that you had the radar for Mr. MP Shah's car. What was his speed at that point of time?
That is correct. It was around 90. So yeah, I was trying to catch the speed, but his vehicle was too fast. So I was trying to keep visuals. That's all.
All right. My lordship, the point to be noted, the speed of Mr. MP Shah's car was 90 miles per hour throughout the city, and even after understanding that cops were chasing them, stop over, there was no stop, and they took 2 turns around it. Okay, moving forward.
Objection, Lordship. This is again an opinion-based, argumentative argument.
So those are just facts, I
So,
feel.
no, wait. What you said 90. Do you have any? I think I saw some evidences.
Yeah,
Do you have any
yeah,
evidence
there
to
are
prove that
evidences.
he was?
Yes, Your Honor, there is.
Okay, let me just quickly go ahead.
Evidences related to what? Sorry.
Evidence is related to his speed.
Oh, speeds. Okay. अरे वो क्या है वो?
Okay, so I see 7. No, it's patrol speed. Okay, lock on 90. Okay,
Right.
yeah, I see it is 90 on block. Yeah, we have the evidences, so we'll overrule the objection. It's not opinionated. We have the evidence for that. Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. Moving forward, Officer AetioX, did multiple of officers try to pull over the cars over there?
Actually, the vehicle was too fast. I was the only one who was trying to catch the vehicle. I was trying to pull over the vehicle, but he was not stopping. So, सीधे send it कर रहा था.
Right. All right. No more further questions of my lordship. Thank you.
Okay, your cross.
Lordship. अच्छा एक बात बताइए एटियाक्स जी,
जी
3-4
मिस्टर
सवाल है,
बताइए.
ज्यादा नहीं.
Sure, go ahead.
ये जो रेसिंग का आपका जो ये स्पीडोमीटर है, अभी
हाँ.
हम इसका डेट कैसे पता करें कि ये कब का है?
डेट मतलब
किस डेट का है? एमपी के ऊपर तो स्पीड ओवर स्पीड करने का पहले भी लगा है चार्ज, हम कैसे मान लिए कब का है? अभी का है? कुछ आपके पास स्पेसिफिक प्रूफ है इसके रिलेटेड?
सर आप कौन सा
ये इसी
स्पेसिफिक
दिन का इंसिडेंट है?
प्रूफ यू आर आस्किंग? मैं नो.
उन्होंने इसी दिन इतने स्पीड से गाड़ी चलाया, उसका कुछ डेट वेट का कुछ प्रूफ है आपके पास?
सर वैसे डेट वेट का कोई प्रूफ ऐसे होता नहीं सर, इफ आई एम नॉट
ठीक
रॉन्ग.
है, नहीं है,
वी हैव द
होता नहीं तो
एविडेंस, दैट्स
लगता
ऑल.
आपके पास है?
नहीं सर, नो.
ठीक है, क्या आपने अरेस्ट किया था एमपीजी को?
He was like unconscious, so we called EMS.
नहीं अरेस्ट
Ash
जब किया
Anderson,
था,
I
सेल्स
think
जब ले गए,
by Ash Anderson, yes.
आपको पूछता था, वो बोलता है वो उसको पूछते तो ये बोलता है. अच्छा ठीक है, जो भी है. क्या जब तक प्रोसेस उनको नहीं किया गया था एमपी को, क्या आप सेल में थे?
No, I was multiple time मुझे ऊपर जाना
Are you
पड़ा.
aware of the scenario कि MP got hit by one of your officer with knife?
Actually, I heard. I was not there.
Yes. Okay. Did you know there was a court case related to this?
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor.
What is the objection?
So relevance to the case is referring to another case.
Related to our demand. No. Brutally assaulting or not assaulting to be precise.
Anokha, the officers
in the
that
custody.
actually assaulted, was it Officer AetioX?
Nah, he
So
was
your
a
question should
commanding
be,
officer. That is the reason I'm
yeah,
asking
that is to
him.
ask.
Mr. Wilson,
क्योंकि
if I'm
सर
not
इन्होंने यहाँ
wrong,
पे लिखा ही नहीं है ना, बाकी ऑफिसर जितने बस दोनों का नाम है ऑफिसर इन्वॉल्व में. It was Officer
okay.
Shinu, was not even involved in this scenario.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Exactly.
Mr. Wilson, I think I was not the commanding officer. I was there at the first of the scene, if I'm not wrong. You can
First
check.
responding.
I was there at the first responding, but I'm not the
Okay.
commanding.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. ठीक है. ठीक है. अच्छा. Before charging MP with this street racing stuff, don't you think, as per your opinion, don't you think the charge of speeding would be more preferable?
Actually, I don't think so.
Okay. अगर हम रिपोर्ट तो हमारे काम का नहीं है, अभी हम उसको साइड में रखेंगे. जो यहाँ पे लिखा है उसी के ऊपर बात करेंगे इंसिडेंट पे. ठीक है. इंसिडेंट में स्पीडिंग को छोड़ के आपके पास और कौन सा ऐसा एविडेंस है जो रेसिंग को सपोर्ट करता है? एविडेंस अपने स्टेटमेंट्स के अलावा
रेसिंग को
एविडेंस
सपोर्ट
कौन
करता
सा है
है?
आपके पास?
I'm just saying stand beside me.
एक्चुअली जितना भी एविडेंस है वो हमारे ऑलरेडी इंसिडेंट पे अपलोडेड है. यू कैन सी.
हाँ, वो मैं देख रहा हूँ. यू कैन रेफर द एमडीटी एक्चुअली. यू कैन
उसके
रेफर
अलावा
द
आई
एमडीटी
डोंट.
एंड प्लीज टेल मी कौन सा एविडेंस रेसिंग को इंडिकेट करता है?
I'm not sure, Mr. Wilson. I cannot say that. Like we have, मेरे पास जितना भी एविडेंस था वो.
तू चिल्ला रही है.
विस्पर हूँ.
कान के छेद में लगा इसीलिए. ठीक है. यू आर नॉट श्योर राइट?
जी.
उधर जाके
Seba, I can hear you as well. You're
उधर
shouting
जाके
at
बोलना.
माँ कसम
बहुत
मैं
जोर
whisper
से
कर रही
विस्पर.
हूँ. मैं विस्पर कर रही हूँ. अच्छा ठीक है, मैं दूर हटती हूँ.
मेरे दोनों कान के छेद में आ रहा है तुम्हारा विस्पर. हाँ. जो मैं कह रहा हूँ उसके बाद मुझे ये बताइए आप.
Is it okay now?
अच्छा, जैसा कि मैं एक एविडेंस देख पा रहा हूँ. सर एविडेंस नंबर प्लीज रेफर टू इंसिडेंट 552 एंड एविडेंस नंबर 4303 एज स्टेटेड बाय मिस्टर एस एंडरसन एज वेल. उनको टाइम का नहीं पता था, डेट का भी उतना अच्छे से नहीं पता. इट वाज यू कैन चेक द इन वो एविडेंस नंबर 4303. इट इज मेंशन्ड in that poster that the finals was on Wednesday night. ठीक है. तो मतलब मैं एटीएक्स जी आपको पूछूंगा कि आप लोग अवेयर थे सिनेरियो के बारे में, राइट? रेस वेस होने वाला है.
Yeah.
तो क्या आप लोगों ने ये रेस को रोकने का कोशिश किया?
We actually we tried to do like हमारे पास जितना भी
ये
information
आपने
था
कहाँ पे
like
लिखा है?
I was trying
आपने
to.
कोई भी इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया है? कहीं पे स्टेटमेंट
देख
लिखा है? ये
सर
राइट टू
देखो
स्टॉप
Mr.
द
Wilson,
रेसिंग.
I'll say the main investigation officer was different. I was there as a officer in this
आप बस
case. That's all.
चेस कर रहे थे बस, और कुछ नहीं?
जी.
और कुछ नहीं था आपका रोल?
Nope.
ठीक है. आपने कितने गाड़ियों का नंबर प्लेट को चेक किया था ऐसा चलते चलते कि हाँ ये एक नंबर प्लेट इस बार आया, दूसरा आया, तीसरा आया, ऐसे कौन कितने नंबर प्लेट्स थे?
So in incident you can check जितने भी report number plates है.
आप बताइए मुझे, आपके हिसाब से कितने थे? बहुत
मेरे
सारी
हिसाब
गाड़ियां
से 3 होगा, 3 और 4. मुझे देखना पड़ेगा एक्चुअली.
3 होगा.
Yes.
ठीक है. तो ये
3 to 4
3
सर.
जो व्हीकल्स से आप लोगों को स्पीडिंग का, इसमें से एमपी का गाड़ी छोड़ के किसी का भी गाड़ी से आपको 911 आया था?
No.
Okay. ये सिनेरियो के बाद क्या आपने ये नंबर प्लेट जिनका है उनको बुला के पूछताछ किया था, जिनका ऑलरेडी नंबर प्लेट के साथ स्पीड जो लॉक हो गया? अच्छा, मैं शायद आई गेस वहीं पे जा रहा हूँ. ठीक है. I'll later on put another rate related to this. ठीक है. अच्छा, एक बात बताइए मुझे, कहाँ गया? हाँ, क्या आप लोगों को एमपी के जेब से ऐसा कुछ भी सस्पिशियस आइटम मिला था जो रेस को इंडिकेट करता है?
Sir, I'm gonna say again, I was there in the chase, not in the cells, if you
अरे
don't remember.
यार, फिर आप तो काम के उनको बुलाना फिर सर ऐश एंडरसन को वापस इनसे ये इनको तो बस चेस का ही
Sir,
पता है और कुछ
he
पता
is sir, he is disregarding the witness over here.
Yeah, do you have anything else to cross? Then we'll tell the witness.
ना let's ना
Okay. All right, thank
उनको
you,
पता
Officer
नहीं ना
AetioX.
ये
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sean.
You can go take rest. Okay. Mr. Tej, any other witnesses?
Sir, I would finally want to call upon the dais, Mr. MP sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. MP, please come to the witness box.
Did you summon him as a witness?
अबे सस्पेक्ट है वो।
Still sir, as a witness तो समन करना पड़ेगा ना। ये कोर्ट पूछेगी उससे सवाल तो अलग बात है। क्या
So
आपने
state versus MP sir, if you know.
हाँ तो उसके अगेंस्ट एविडेंस लाओ ना। आपने उसको लिस्ट किया था?
Okay, let's just
अच्छा
call
ठीक
MP.
है कोई
Mr.
बात नहीं।
Tej,
जाओ
please, you know, take those things.
हाँ भाई आ जाओ अंदर आ जाओ।
Right sir, I would take that.
जज भी होने दे रहा है भाई, अगर रैंडल बना दियो तो
Yeah,
बिट्टे
Mr.
मारता है
MP, please repeat after
अनोखा अलग मिलसे अलग हो
I, your name.
कुछ नहीं भाई।
I MP sir.
Under the city's constitution.
Under the city's constitution.
Will tell only truth.
Will tell only truth.
Nothing besides the truth.
And nothing besides the truth.
This is our Mr. MP. You're under the oath right now. If you lie, then you'll be charged with contempt of court as well as perjury. I hope you understand that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, please go ahead with your evidence.
All right. How are you doing, Mr. MP?
I'm doing great, Mr. Tej.
Sir.
Go ahead.
Sir.
Sir, I would not appreciate any more. You know.
I also would not appreciate any. Sorry.
কথা বলছি ওর সাথে? না কি কথা বলবো, আমার কাছে কোনো ইয়া নেই, মনে নেই আমি কার থেকে নিয়েছিলাম অ্যাকাউন্ট। I don't remember.
I just said I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mr. Tej?
छाती सिंह होगा।
Thank you. So, Mr.
My
MP,
God,
would
bro,
you
are you
like to
serious?
state
Let me ask.
were you
तुम्हें कैसे पता?
on the day
मेरे को बताया है
you getting
ये गाने में जा रहा कोई
तू कोर्ट केस पे ध्यान दे यार।
tell us the whole course of
कोर्ट केस
action.
पे ध्यान दे रहा हूँ, मेरे को बता रहे हैं ना।
Oh, sorry, Tej. I really don't want to listen to all these things again.
Oh, bhai, I'm being
just come to the point. What do you want to ask the MP? That's all.
All right. I'd rephrase. Mr. MP, how many cars do you own?
As of today?
Right, as of today.
Can I check my garage? I don't have a count.
Yeah, you can check your phone.
भाई कितना अमीर है भाई ये बंदा।
अरे बहुत गाड़ी है इस पे, और एक ही है जो
बस
लग रहा था
ऐसी ही अमीरी होनी चाहिए भाई कि मेरे को गिनना पड़ेगा यार, मुझे पता नहीं यार, ऐसी अमीरी चाहिए जिंदगी में बस। और
भाई 1 मिलियन के लिए रेस हो रही है, 5 लाख के लिए तो फिर क्या ही बड़ी बात है। तो
1 मिलियन के लिए रेस? हम क्या पागल ही तो लॉयरगिरी करते बैठे। हम जा रहे भाई रेसिंग। सुनो चलो रेसिंग करते।
What is your occupation?
हेबा
हाँ विस्पर कर रही। सुन ऐश 5 लाख तुम्हारा, 5 लाख मेरा ऐश। ठीक है चलो छोड़ दो इसको।
इसके पास 12 गाड़ी है ब्रो।
What would you like to state about
Hakucho, Tailgater, Outlaw, Gauntlet, Chino, Bison, Barty,
you were
Boxer 2,
going
Boxer
to
2
a
एक और,
meeting
Speedo, Flatbed,
and if you reach there at the first place you are gonna be awarded with $500,000.
भाई एक काम करते हैं, हम भी रेसिंग ही करते हैं।
All right. So to be honest, I don't recall making.
मैं तेज को मैसेज कर रही हूँ। His car was found on the same route again and again. Focus on that.
अरे नहीं इसने ये बोला था अगर मैं वहाँ पहले पहुँचता ना तो मैं 5 लाख जीत जाता। सर उसमें खड़े बोल।
Since it was something important.
एक तुम लोग ये
Could you specify about the business?
भाई तुम लोग विजुअली उसका कैमरा रिकॉर्ड क्यों नहीं करते?
बस बिल्कुल
गाड़ी चलाओ और रिकॉर्ड करो, कौन सा बताओ।
हमारी कॉन्फिडेंशियल रिपोर्ट हो सकती है डिस्कस।
वेट
है इसका पर्सनल मैटर
का आप रिप्लाई नहीं देंगे। यू कैन ऑब्जेक्ट।
क्या चल रही है?
एंड
पर्सनल मैटर।
डू नॉट वांट टू आंसर ही कैन से।
बताओ भाई,
उसको
अगर
हक है
बोलना है
बोलने
तो
का,
बताओ, कोई दिक्कत
उसको हक है डिनाई करने का ना।
So I can not give you the
सही है,
exact
बड़ी।
details.
तो हमारा भी
but
हक है भाई,
it was
हम भी
a meeting
कॉन्फिडेंशियल रिपोर्ट
near
नहीं देंगे।
अबे
Sandy
पर हमें तो
Shores
प्रूफ करना
where
ना
I
कि वो
was
रेस कर
sleeping
रहा था।
before,
टूमू
and it was
जेल
called
पे
by
है।
Sam Nova,
Never
one
mind.
of my friends.
कैसा बंदा है?
He had basically a proposal for me.
मना कर देगा हमारी।
All right. Can I have
सुनना
just a
सुनना और
list of
सुनना,
it? I don't
तुम
want to know
अंडर
about the
कवर गए
details
थे
about
रेसिंग
the
में, कुछ
meeting.
जीत के आए, तुम ऐसे ही मुंह
Can
उठा
you
के आ
just
गए।
tell me
ये थोड़ी ना
about your
गया था।
मैं
ऑब्जेक्शन
रेस थोड़ी कर
हमारे
रेलेवेंस
सकता
कंडे का
हूँ।
ऑफिसर था।
तो चले
ये थोड़ी ना
जाते
गया
ना,
था।
1-2 लाख लेके आ
अरे
जाते भाई।
अरे कोई और ऑफिसर था, उसका नाम नहीं बताऊंगा मैं। गेटर था उसका नाम, मतलब इलियस।
sir? It
ऐसा
was
मैं कौन से
involving
एंगल से
इसके
5
पास
गेटर
other
कोई
लग
रिपोर्ट
रहा
भी
हूँ?
नहीं है, ये सीआईडी का बंदा है।
It
अबे
needs to
ऐश
be
ऐश सुनो
understood
सुनो, वो
because
सब छोड़ो। ऐश भाई साहब सुनो,
sir,
सॉरी
is he
सॉरी भाई
gonna
साहब क्या
ask
बोल
me
रहा
the
हूँ।
same questions
इसके
as
ऊपर
you
जो
do?
दूसरा केस है ना
Because
एमपी
it's
का,
actually
sorry sorry
अनोखा उसकी डिटेल मांग रहा था हमसे, बट हमारे पास कोई
Lordship.
प्रूफ नहीं है उसका, कुछ नहीं पता हमें वो केस के बारे में।
basically a person
ऑफिसर स्पीडी
अरे
ने बेल दे के छोड़
स्पीडी
दिया,
until and unless
बस
he
खत्म,
स्पीडी ने
हमको
नहीं,
बताया भी
मार्कस
नहीं।
से बेल दिया था, पर
getting
स्पीडी ने आई थिंक
arrested in the
फॉरवर्ड की आपको
business,
रिपोर्ट।
we should
अच्छा,
कुछ
not
नहीं,
बोलो
किसको
कुछ।
फॉरवर्ड किया, हमको
Also,
कुछ
he's
नहीं
paying
पता है
the
भाई। अब वो
taxes,
केस
मैंने
लड़ने
उसको
के लिए
बोला
तैयार है।
कि
yeah,
डीएस
and
ऑफिस
I
को फॉरवर्ड करो।
understand he is a
नहीं
businessman
किया
and
उसने,
रिपोर्ट
we
कंप्लीट
have a
कर।
license
नहीं
क्या
किया
और
भाई,
क्या था, कर दूं
नहीं
मैं?
किया,
that
नहीं
we
नहीं
have
नहीं
his
किया,
own
वही तो
shop.
बात है। अभी वो मांग रहा था
उसको
अनोखा आज
टैग मार के
रिपोर्ट,
पूछो।
I totally understand
हमको
टैग
कोई
मार के
आइडिया
पूछो,
नहीं।
टैग मार
किसको,
के पूछो।
मार्कस ना?
do such kind of issue
नहीं नहीं,
from
स्पीडी
us.
मॉरिस,
all right.
मार्कस
Until
बोल
I
and
दिया।
unless
take
you want
that
to
one
do,
question.
okay,
ठीक है ठीक है
until
ठीक है।
and unless you want
मार्कस
to
ने
do
सिर्फ
your
बेल दी थी,
security
बाकी
points,
मार्कस
please
साइन
get
इन
your
वॉल्ड केस में।
वेट
ठीक है,
वेट
चलिए
लेट
स्पीडी
मी
ना,
No,
ठीक
I
है,
say
take
कोई
back
this
my
बात
what
नहीं।
question.
yeah.
No, no question would be entertained alongside. Okay, Mr. MP sir, would you like to state why were you overspeeding from a particular route for twice?
I guess it is asked and answered indirectly, Lordship.
Sir,
इनडायरेक्टली
not answered
I
well.
don't
डायरेक्टली, अब
recall.
डायरेक्टली पूछ रहे हैं।
I mean, I was having a fun day.
बोला
I woke up, I
के
went to
पास
Cinnabons, I bought some
दोनों ऐसे
food.
करनी थी,
I was
ऐसे नहीं होती।
roaming around the city, driving my sweet car, and then I don't remember getting pulled over by a
तेज
cop. But
तेज को
yes,
बोल पूछने के लिए
while
सेम
leaving,
रूट
कि भाई,
ट्वाइस।
I mean, in between, I received a call
तेज को बोलो
about the
पूछने के लिए
business,
कि भाई अगर आपने सीनियर वन से
and
खरीदा है तो
then
रिसीट दिखाओ।
अरे
since
रिसीप्ट
it
कौन
was
देगा?
हाँ तो
important, I
अनोखा
had
पूछ
to
रहा है, ऐसे
go.
क्वेश्चन हम भी पूछेंगे, वैसे ही क्वेश्चन पूछो।
And on the way, I
हाँ
met an
एक
तेज
बात
को बोल
बोलूं,
रहे
accident,
हैं।
and I called in
हाँ
the
तेज,
ambulance.
तेज को लड़ने दो ये
That's
केस,
what I
मच
recall.
नीडेड था यार, अच्छा लग रहा मेरे को। तेज
All
ने अभी तक
right.
कितने केसेस लड़े? 16?
Moving forward,
पता नहीं,
why did you take the same
हाँ
अभी तक
route
तो आरआर ही
again?
हुआ है, मैंने जितना
Could
देखा
you
आरआर ही हुआ है।
specify about that?
Objection relevance,
कहाँ आ
Lordship.
रहे
एक
थे?
ओए एक
इंसान
चीज
कौन से
बता
रूट
देव,
से जाएगा ये भी हम
हम
डिसाइड करके देंगे
कब
अब।
Sir,
उसका
we
रेडार
need to
का फोटो
understand
लेते हैं,
why was he
उसका
speeding on
टाइम
the
एंड
same
डेट
route
किधर से
again
उसके
and
गांड से निकाले?
Again and
Yeah,
again.
let's
It
hear
is
इसके
not
बारे में
mentioned
बात ना ही
anywhere
करे
he
तो
is
ठीक है,
speeding on that same
तो
road
तू
again
क्या
and
बात
दम
कर
है
again.
रहा है?
क्या?
let's hear
बट एक बात बोलूं,
Anokha
तेज
It
को,
is
तेज के लिए
speculation,
अच्छा,
sir.
अच्छा है एक्चुअली तेज के लिए कि वो अनोखे के
if
अपोजिट
he is
आया,
speculating he can
बिकॉज उसको
object
पता
for
होना चाहिए
speculation.
अनोखा
Yeah,
कैसा केस
That's
लड़ता
what
है।
I'm objecting for. He just
क्या
said, the
साइड में?
opposition counsel just said, MP was going on that route again and again. It is not mentioned anywhere in the incident or neither in the report.
all right, all right. You don't need to answer that. It's okay. It's okay. Mr. MP sir, could you specify me what are the city speed limits?
Objection relevance, Lordship.
Sir, I need to know about it because he was speeding.
Yeah, please go ahead. It's okay. Over.
Okay. I believe city limits are 35
All right. And what are the
miles.
highway speed limits?
Highway should be above 55. Under
All right.
55.
क्या?
And do you
कुछ बस गया,
realize
कुछ
that
बस
your
गया,
car
कुछ बस
was
गया भाई,
above
कुछ नहीं पता,
35 when you were crossing
कुछ नहीं पता।
towards
ये यू नो
from
और तेज को भी याद
in
नहीं है
front
मैंने
of
क्या बोला था,
the
टू बी ऑनेस्ट।
senior
मैं तो यहीं पे
bus?
पॉइंट आउट करता था,
कोई बात नहीं।
रूट 68 is 55।
I did not realize the exact speed I was driving at.
वाओ,
हाँ रेस पे फोकस था ना।
All right. And there were a few more other cars alongside you. Could you
एक
specify
बात
what
बोलो
were
ऐश,
they doing alongside you?
हाँ
बहुत अच्छा कर
Objection
रहा तेज, पता
relevance,
है,
sir.
माँ कसम,
पता है मेरे को, पता है मेरे को, पहले से बेटर।
बहुत अच्छा
मुझे
कर
को
रहा
How
है।
पता है।
did
What the fuck does he mean
MP
relevance?
know
Street racing के
what the
चार्ज
other
में
cars
रेस
were
आउट
doing
अगेंस्ट
at
द
that point of time?
Sir, he
That,
could.
that's
He
fine,
could know.
Anokha. If he doesn't know, then he could have said no. It's fine. Yeah, Anokha. Your
हाँ
client can
Yeah,
answer
so
no. He doesn't
I
know.
ये
was
भी आंसर
minding
करिए,
my
अरे
own
लोग सब कुछ
business and I have no
बोलने
idea
वाले सवाल ये
what
कि हम
the other
क्यूज को नहीं
cars
बताएंगे
were
कैसे?
doing.
जज रैंडल
It's
होने
a
चाहिए तो अभी
traffic, sir.
वहाँ
It's
छोड़
a
देते
road.
इसकी।
People
हाँ,
do
मजा आ
drive
जाता
their
है लेकिन हम
cars.
भी
I
टूटते
don't
कहीं ना
have
किसी
to
न
ask
किसी से
everyone.
Sir, Mr. MP,
तो मैं
could
तो
you
उसी पे टूट
specify
जाता, मतलब हम लोग तो उसी पे
specify
टूट
me one
जाते हैं
thing
तू
that
जहाँ पे
you
मेंशन नहीं
realized
है।
there were other cars along
थोड़ा
with you
सामान
as
क्यों नहीं
well
पढ़ा हिबा?
who were driving along
क्या?
with you?
Again objection leading lordship.
MP को
अरे मुझे
As per
पता नहीं यार,
my
मैंने तो बोला था
reports,
जितने भी लोग हैं रिपोर्ट में सबको
Okay,
समन करो।
now
रिपोर्ट
okay,
इसने बनाई है
Tej,
दूसरी वाली,
just come to the point.
होना चाहिए
here,
तो उसको ये सारा आंसर देता, मुंह पे चप्पल मारे,
Alright.
मुंह पे बोलता था मैं ही था
This
Did
अंडर
you
is a
know
को।
that any of the
कोई सीन नहीं है, कोई सीन नहीं।
police
कौन
cars
पूछता?
were
हाँ,
chasing
उनको थोड़ा ना पता ये
at
था
any
कोई
point
और
of time?
तेरे गेटर है नहीं दिया, ये बोलता
No,
था मैं था, फिर
I don't recall any
वही
such moment.
हेयर से
वैसे
हेयर से
किसी भी
हेयर
एंगल से
से
मैं
Any of
गेटर
the
लग रहा
police
हूँ।
sirens behind you?
अबे
That is
गेटर तो
correct.
एलिगेटर होता ना,
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ।
Right.
हिप्पोपोटामस लग रहा
And
है जो जिम
तो
what
तुम
was the
तुमसे अंडरकवर
situation
चीजें नहीं
when
होगा
you
तो
called a
छोड़ो वो।
911? How did you
क्या क्या?
crash and
तुमसे
what was the
अंडरकवर
situation?
चीजें नहीं होगा
Just
तो
wanna know
छोड़ो।
about that.
ये मैं तो ये सोच रहा हूँ मीटिंग में ये ऐसे
Okay,
अटायर में जानता
so
है, ऐसे
there
अटायर
was
वगैरह
a
पूछा ना
car
अटायर
coming
क्या पहना हुआ
wrong
था।
way in front of me, and to
अरे एक
avoid
बात
that
बताओ, ये
accident,
तुम लोग
I
विजन न्यूज का
took
कैमरा
a
रिकॉर्ड कर
slight
सकते हो?
right,
यूज
and
कर
there was
सकते
a
हैं, कर
tree I
सकते हैं।
crashed into,
करते क्यों नहीं?
and I
प्रैक्टिस में
moved
लाना
out of
है।
my car.
अरे
So
एक
और
चीज
इसका
नहीं
पता
बता,
है
basically
हिबा,
to
मैं
avoid
नहीं नहीं
मैं
नहीं,
सच्ची बात
any
बताऊँ, हम
harm
रेस में गए
to
थे, एविडेंस देने, हम किसी को पकड़ने गए नहीं थे, ये हमारे हाथ
another
पे चढ़ गया
person,
ठुक
I
के, और
tried to
इसके अगेंस्ट
avoid
हमारे
that
पास बहुत वो
accident.
था,
अरे
काफी
बट
स्ट्रॉन्ग केस था,
एटियोक्स
समझ
तुम्हें
लो।
पता नहीं होगा, बट एटियोक्स सुनो, विजन
Alright.
न्यूज में ना एक
And do
ब्लैंक
you
टेप खरीद
realize that
सकते हो
the
तुम,
cops
एक
ठीक है?
चीज
had
मेरे को
a
बताओ।
और
radar
तुम वो
मैं
check
ब्लैंक
ना ना
टेप
ना
रिकॉर्ड
हिबा,
करके
was
ना
speeding?
वो रिकॉर्डेड
That
टेप।
could have been a
हिबा
probable
हिबा टेल
reason
मी
of
वन
the
थिंग,
हाँ
crash.
मैं गाड़ी चलाओ और रिकॉर्ड करो कौन सा?
नहीं, ये जो जेल में वो बोल रहा था वो बातें बोलती हूँ मैं।
हाँ।
The reason for my
मतलब इसको
crash
प्रैक्टिस
was
में
I
लाओ,
tried to avoid
बिकॉज
an
वो ना
accident
फिजिकल
and
एविडेंस के तौर पे आ सकता है वो
I was hit
रिकॉर्डेड
by
टेप
a tree.
कि ये टेप है, ये हमने रिकॉर्ड किया है
No,
कैमरे
but
से।
you didn't
आप
answer my
फिजिकल
question.
एविडेंस दे सकते हैं ना, कोई
What
भी
I
पकड़ा
meant
जा
was
सकता है,
the
तो
cops
बोली
got
थोड़ा
your
प्रैक्टिस में
car
लाओ आप लोग, बहुत
radar
काम
and
आएगा।
you were well
Okay.
above the speed, which was suggested that that is 35 in the city. And maybe do you think that could have been one reason you crashed into the tree?
Objection. It is totally a circumstantial thing, Lordship. We cannot presume a thing, or we cannot assume a thing previously before an incident took place. So yeah, it doesn't create a base.
Sir, I'm
अभी
asking
चूतिया
for
है क्या
more,
दे मैंने,
not assuming for that.
तो उनको कैसे पता होगा आगे से गाड़ी आएगा वो घूमेंगे
That could have been a probable reason I asked you, if you understand my statement.
So I've been what do you again, like, you know, can you please phrase your question a little bit, because a person
Yes,
who is driving,
सर
कर रहा है तेज,
I
बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है,
no, not
लेकिन
you,
कुछ ही होता
I
है,
even
नहीं
प्राउड हो
also
रहा है
नहीं
मेरे को
faced
इसके
this
भाई,
ऊपर।
the car
पागल है
comes
भाई
in front
कुछ
of me and I lost
अरे भाई
control of my vehicle
मुझे
and
सुनाई दिया, मैं
I
क्या
ended up in
बोलो
a
सुन
crash.
लूडू,
So
मुझे
what is
सरकमसाइज
the
सुनाई दिया, मैं
motive,
क्या
like,
करूँ?
what
अरे
you're trying
मदर
to say here?
Sir, I'll ask a different question, okay? I'll try
फोकस
to
कीजिए जरा
make him
ऑब्जेक्टिव पे यहाँ पर
understand
अभी।
the other way. MP sir, do you realize speeding is harmful?
क्या
Yes,
क्वेश्चन
definitely.
To
पूछा, मजा आ
health.
गया,
डायरेक्टली मुंह
खा
पे
गया
भाई,
क्वेश्चन,
डायरेक्टली।
Result in some
कुछ भी
accidents
आप कर
or
रहे हो।
some incidents happen,
वाह भाई,
right?
That is correct. Yes.
मुझे
इसकी
मजा आ रहा
रेसिंग
है,
में
मुझे
चार्ज
मजा आ
मार
रहा है
के
भाई।
रहेगा, इसकी ऐसे की
Could you speeding be a probable reason of your accident?
Objection. Relevance to this whole scenario, Lordship.
और ओ
Are we
भाई
here to
चार्ज ही
decide
उसके
the
ऊपर लगाए थे
medical
भाई,
attention
वही
of
चार्ज तो
onto the
लगाया उसके ऊपर।
or the related to the charge
Oh
of
my
street
God.
racing? I'm not understanding, Lordship. Please.
स्पीड रेसिंग का पार्ट है स्पीडिंग, डम।
Again, Mr. Tej, you have to
No more further questions. Okay, sir. Thank you.
अरे
no, what you're trying to prove here, you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to ask
उसको
random here and there questions. You have to
मैंने
be
उसको
very
मैसेज
precise
किया और
and what
पूछ।
you want to ask, you have to ask.
हाँ
स्ट्रीट
हाँ,
रेसिंग है, मोटर व्हीकल स्पीड
Alright.
कॉन्टेस्ट,
Alright. Just one
just
last
ब्रो
question.
स्पीड
उसको
नाम
बोलो
है।
speeding
focus
is
your
related
mind,
to
don't worry,
racing
don't have to
charge.
nervous,
अबे
don't
स्पीडिंग इज अ
hear
पार्ट
to
ऑफ
what
स्ट्रीट
Anuka
रेसिंग,
is saying.
शो मी।
Okay? Even if he is
Right,
telling
right,
objection, you don't have to stop, you just keep continuing until I say
Hmm.
you to stop. Okay?
Mhm.
So don't worry about Anuka what he is telling, just clear up
Right.
your mind, focus on it, what you want
डोंट
to
वरी
ask, what
अबाउट
you want to
इट।
do, that's all. Okay?
Mr. MP, I would
Don't
appreciate you not using a phone over here.
Yes, I just put it on silent so that it doesn't ring.
अच्छा
Alright. Mr. MP,
मैंने लिखा उसको पॉइंट टू बी नोटेड योर ऑनर, स्पीडिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ स्ट्रीट
speeding
रेसिंग।
kills, right?
मैंने
Ask that answer, Lordship.
Alright. Moving forward.
मैंने
What do you
बोला पॉइंट
think
टू बी
was the
नोटेड योर
probable
ऑनर,
suspicion of the cops upon you?
स्पीडिंग इज अ पार्ट ऑफ रेसिंग।
Objection,
You say
Lordship.
that.
Again, leading my client doesn't know cops were following him. He's putting
अबे
words
बहरा
on
है
his
But he
क्या,
was
साइलेंस
arrested,
ऑन थे
right?
हमारे।
But he was arrested.
He didn't even know the police were chasing him. How can you ask why the police were chasing him? How did he know?
I am
सायरन नहीं सुनाई दे रहा उसको?
Okay, it's fine. I'll answer
नहीं
the
भाई।
question.
साइलेंस से
मैंने
कान
So
सुनते
when
रहोगे
I
ना,
had
रेसिंग
an
में फोकस होगा,
accident,
गाने
Mr.
वाने चढ़
Saeed,
होंगे फास्ट, बूम
there
बम
were
बम
no
बम।
cops around.
सुना नहीं दी।
I called for a 911.
अबे एक सेकंड कह रहा है कॉप्स नहीं भाई इसकी प्लेट पकड़ी हमने ऑब्वियसली हम वहां थे
And it was
What does he mean?
I stated in the 911 that I needed EMS medical
इसका
attention.
स्कैम पता क्या हुआ है इसलिए हमें बुलाया हम पहुंच गए
हाँ भाई इसको
And
ये
after
नहीं
a
पता था
couple
हाँ
of
हमने
minutes,
कहा ये तो गए
the
हो इसको
cops
पकड़ना
arrived
पड़ेगा भाई
in the situation.
मैंने कहा भाई देख खुश हो
I'm
जाएगा
not
बेचारा
sure after how many minutes of the 911, but I definitely needed medical attention. That is one thing I can assure.
All right. Can you state the course of action after the cops arrived?
Yes, the
Lordship,
cops.
it is already asked and answered by the police
Sir,
officials who have done the
sir,
course
but I
of
want to
action.
know his side of the point.
That's
Okay.
fine. I mean, let him say. Yeah. In a
मुझे
brief.
क्यों लग रहा है कि जज खराटे मारने
Yeah,
वाले
so
केस में बहुत ही ऊपर चढ़ के
Officer
सारे सिस्टम लग
AetioX was
मुझे भी वही
there
लग रहा है।
first on the
बाल बोलो
scene. He
भले प्रूफ ना हो जाए ना बट इट्स स्टिल
he
फिशी
put in the barricade.
ओ भाई
and
उसकी
then
क्रश आ गई
started
तेज की
clicking
क्रश आ गई
pictures of
तेज
me.
फोकस कर पाएगा व्हाट द
And I was crying for
कौन?
help,
Hello?
and he was just clicking my pictures.
ग्रे है
उसने
ना
मास्क पहना है,
That
कौन है
is
वो?
one thing I can assure.
Point to be
And
noted,
then
इसकी
Lordship.
क्रश आ गई हेलो
अरे ऐसे बाल एक
Officer Ash came in next, and he
कहती तेज की
um,
कहती
took
तेज
me
की क्रश आ
from
गई
the
हाउ
middle of
विल
the
ही
road
फोकस नाउ
and put me
ये बाकी-
near the side. And
This guy's
चैन
name.
है ना
I
वो
was cuffed by one of the
नहीं
officers
नहीं नहीं अरे ओ
in
ओ
the
ओ हेलो व्हाट डू यू मीन
incapacitated condition I was in.
हमारा कैसा
Point to be noted,
लेकिन
Lordship.
नाइस है
again.
मतलब हाँ, क्या
Violation of
focus.
human rights.
Okay. Yeah.
मकसद में
Get this guy's name on
Mr.
file.
वायलेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स कहाँ है ह्यूमन राइट्स जरा दिखाना
Mr.
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन
Get this
MC,
guy's
could
name
you
on file.
state
Abud
one
bin
thing? What are
Abraham.
the consequences of not following a lawful command?
Objection. What is the relevance, Lordship? There isn't any
Sir,
charge
let me
related to
continue.
that.
I'll let you know in the further questions. If
Yeah,
it
yeah,
doesn't
please go
happen,
ahead.
I'll make sure.
What?
Writ of Heva corpus
No idea.
Okay, if it's a
habeas
lawful
corpus
command given to a
Oh,
person
let's see.
who has committed a crime, then if not
Ash,
following
Please
that
call me
command
Axe.
might lead to
Galdi
Who's
an
Axe?
arrest.
and brain.
Your axe spray.
All right.
अच्छा अच्छा
And do you
Thanks,
realize the
Maurice.
cops were
What's the
chasing you and
judge
you didn't stop?
Already asked and answered,
Kiri
Lordship.
Kiri
Again,
करता
I would like to object on this point.
Sir, I never asked him that he never stopped. Why
You
did he
asked
stop?
this question. This is gonna be the third time you have asked this question. Third
Give
time.
me serious bill he was
No,
he
sir.
was
I don't believe it.
Okay, I'll
What was
answer
the
it
question?
again. I never
सर ये
realized
बोल
the
रहे थे
cops
कॉप इनको
were.
चेस कर रही कि नहीं वो 3 बार पूछ चुके हैं सर
Okay.
सेम सवाल
Any further points, stage? Otherwise,
No,
we'll
thanks.
switch.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
then
KD
proceed.
Proceed
Yeah,
forward.
thank you. All right. Do you want to cross or we just go with the closing?
Bro, must be boring.
ना ना सर
does,
क्लोजिंग
you know?
बस एक बार एमडीटी रेफर कर दूंगा बस और
Is it
कुछ
not?
ये कॉन्स्पिरेसी तो पहले बोले
इनको क्या ही पूछो सर
Thank you, Mr.
एक
MP.
से
Thank you
मुझे
for
कह
your
रहा था
time.
कॉन्स्पिरेसी
Let
है
me go
वगैरह
up.
वगैरह वो तो उसे प्रूफ किया नहीं है क्या क्लोजिंग
तो सर
बड़ा आया था प्रूफ के लिए
मेरा
कॉन्स्पिरेसी
जो आर्गुमेंट रहेगा वो ये रहेगा कि जो एमडीटी है ये एमडीटी भी कंप्लीट नहीं है क्योंकि यहाँ पे
कुछ भी
911 जो किया गया था उसका भी
Okay,
कुछ
just before that,
जैसे मैटर उससे बोले नहीं मैं क्या था
closing. Is internal affairs here? Timofey, Officer Timofey, anyone from the IE?
he was I can call him back yeah Stella's here
yes sir
Yeah, he can come.
officer Stella is here
ऐसा
Uh,
मारो ठीक
Okay, it's fine. Stella, just call
ऐसा मारो
Timofey if he's available. You both
Okay,
be
sir.
available after the trial. Also, this Officer Ash,
इस
please
केस में
call
भी आई
your
Ash तुम्हें
undercover
तुम्हें
officer who
बुला रहे हैं
created
अबान
that
दो
report
चेप को
345.
ओए चेप
ऑफिसर जाओ जाओ
AKA
जाओ
Gator.
345
Stop.
No, not 3. What was the 36? What was
364
the
not on the neck man
364?
bro
Yeah, correct.
the
So,
officer
who
is
created
present
that
right now
report?
already sir he's here
Oh, it's okay.
I
Okay,
tried.
he's already present. Okay,
I tried.
so he and the IEA and
what do you mean you tried you
he can
fucking
come
killed
and
it
meet
babes
after the trial.
you were
I need
awesome
to specify few
now kill
things
it
and
with
to
your
understand
speech
few
okay now
things
kill it
from
with
the
your
report.
speech
It could have
Sure
been
thing.
much better.
sure thing
All right, yeah. Please go for the closing defense.
सर क्लोजिंग से पहले सर एक चीज बताना चाहूंगा कि सर ये जो एमडीटी है दिस इज टोटली इनकम्प्लीट क्योंकि जैसे कि एज कंफर्म्ड बाय अनदर ऑफिसर एज एटीएक्स एज वेल एज ये इंसिडेंट में जो मेन चीज हुआ है जो ब्रुटैलिटी मेरे क्लाइंट के साथ हुआ है वो पूरे इंसिडेंट में कहीं पे भी मेंशन नहीं एज वेल एज 911 का भी एविडेंस नहीं है
उसने खुद बोला
अरे
वो 911
wasn't part of
क्या
the case ठीक है
उसने खुद बोला
एमडीटी इज टोटली मेड टू पुट मिस्टर एमपी सर बिहाइंड द बार्स rather to provide justice to the people of the city. I'll now move forward to the closing statement after prosecution में. Thank you.
मेरे
you
एमडीटी को
do it
उंगली
first.
उठाइए अगर इसकी उंगली की कहानी
तो सर थ्रू आउट द प्रोसीडिंग्स जैसे कि हमने देखा MP जार जी के खिलाफ ऐसा कोई भी बोनाफाइड एविडेंसेस, विटनेसेस या कुछ भी ऐसे सबूत पुलिस के तरफ से कोर्ट में पेश नहीं किया गया, जिससे कि ये चीज साबित होता है कि हाँ वो स्ट्रीट रेस में पार्टिसिपेट किए थे या एक पार्ट थे उस स्ट्रीट रेस का. स्टिल बीइंग एन good or law-binding citizen of the state, Mr. MP Zar agreed that he was overspeeding, and I guess he is willing to plead guilty for the same charge as well, which is a traffic violation. इस चीज के अलावा ऑफिसर्स के द्वारा जो ब्रुटैलिटी पुलिस कस्टडी में MP जार के तरफ किया गया, एज वेल एज ऑन स्पॉट बिना ट्रीटमेंट से पहले जो कफ किया गया, that was totally violation of human rights to MP Zar, and the charges जो भी इनके ऊपर चार्ज किया गया है, those are totally void and baseless. These are totally based on presumption and not more than anything. So I'd request the honorable court to drop down the charges from Mr. MP Zar and set him free, as he is a law-binding citizen. If the court may request for anything else, we would like to request the honorable court, or we would plead the honorable court that we can submit an apology letter on behalf of MP Zar, because the police personals didn't alter the charges or added any charges of traffic violation. Thus they cannot add the charge in closing as well. So we can, from our end, we can send an apology letter to the honorable court, so that in future we can keep this in mind, or MPs will keep this in mind while driving. Thank you.
Okay, prosecution will close.
All right.
Okay.
Keeping in mind all the witnesses we have had here, I would like to point out a few points over here, sir. That
closing में point out नहीं होता है.
Sir,
bus closing.
Please,
Anokha, don't objectify on this one, please.
Do not interfere. Okay, into the
Lordship,
closing.
sorry.
This is my code, not yours. Okay, remember that.
Lordship.
Sir, I would like to state out a few points that Mr. MP never realized that he was being chased by the police officers, and he was driving at a speed which was above the city limits. So there is a clear suspicion that he never wanted to stop over there, and he also always wanted to flee away from the cops. It is clear that the cops tried to stop him because they had the radar check of his car, and it was never justified according to the speed limits. I just believe that the court takes all the points and all the witnesses into the consideration, and
सिंपल है, स्पीडिंग कर रहा था, रूट फॉलो कर रहा था, रेसिंग हो रही है.
and put forward a decision which states that speeding is not justified for anyone out there. I believe I just want to say this thing. Even if today any incident would have happened, that would have directly hurt someone's life. It was a very populated area, just as stated. It was happening near the senior bums, so it could have resulted in any of the other incidents as well, which could have been life changing for a lot of people. So I just want to state my fact that I believe justice would prevail above all, and give a statement which would show the people that speeding kills actually, and it is not for any thrill. Thank you. That's all, my honor.
कुछ बताओ क्या सर इसमें थोड़ा सा?
No.
ये कहाँ से आ गया दोबारा?
You're done. All right. So the court have seen all the witnesses, all the facts, all the evidences. We have already analyzed everything. What we understood is the police officers were relying on undercover investigation report or investigative report, and that's why the police have taken actions by arresting Mr. MP Zar while he was unconscious and asking for help. Secondly, the police does not, the court does not find any evidence which directly proves Mr. Zar's involvement in a street race. Although Mr. Zar and his lawyer agreed that he was speeding, and as he is pleading guilty, the court charges Mr. Zar with first degree speeding, fine, and whatever the license points will be issued on Mr. Zar.
Well, it is what it is, I guess.
His street racing charge
If
will
you
be
would have
removed
registered,
because
they-
there was
अगर-
no evidence found.
That's
Due to
what
the
I
lack
thought.
of evidences, the court
Fine, next time.
removing the charge street racing. For the street racing charge, I would like to discuss the report, the investigation report that has been done by the investigative officer, undercover officer, and the IA. I just wanted to know because if that kind of report is making a reference in the police department, then there will be a lot of arrests happening which will have no evidence to prove in the court. So would like to know more about the report. So that's why we'll have a close discussion among only the PD officers and the IA. We'll try to find out something and try
Dear
to
Dev, ठीक है?
put some
You have to-
certain precedents so that in the next time if
You
someone
made yours
participates
and
in the street
Dev-
race, the court can follow those precedents and do the justice according. Thank you, thank you
Obliged, Lordship.
everyone.
Lordship, just
The court is adjourned.
just two things. Sir, वो गाड़ी impounded है पुलिस officials के द्वारा $4,250 along with
गाड़ी
15% tax, sir.
गाड़ी impound ही रहेगा because your client is charged with first degree.
तो सर 4,000 का फाइन गाड़ी में पॉइंट तो ऑलरेडी आ रहा है ना सर स्ट्राइक पॉइंट
Yeah, that's why the car will be still impounded.
W.
हैं
Thank you.
और सर बेल अमाउंट हमारा
I am
The
proud
bail
of
amount
you.
will be returned. Anova just message me with.
I'm proud of you, Tej.
The
No,
bank
I
account
am
number.
proud of you. Believe me.
पाठक सर
I'm
मुझे
too disappointed.
मुझे एक बात करनी है इसके रिगार्डिंग
बोलो बोलो कर लो
सर
इफ आई मे पाठक
हाँ
सर
What is it regarding?
बधाई का
सर
क्या
ये
है
जो
भाई लड़ा कहाँ
मेरी कार पे जो चार्ज
हाँ
लगा है
भाई।
अगर वही ड्रॉप हो गया देन उतनी बड़ी इंपाउंड फीस
No,
आई डोंट थिंक आई डिजर्व इट क्योंकि उसका
अरे।
रीजन दिया है इट इज इन्वॉल्वड इन अ
गाली
फेलेनी क्राइम
ओ स्टेला
एंड
बोला
$4,280 फॉर मी इज अ लॉट सर इसलिए वो अब तक भी इंपाउंड लॉट में है वरना मैं निकाल लेता
मैंने मेरे को लगा स्टेला बोल के गाली दिया
तो आपका अगर आपके को जो चार्ज हटाया जा रहा है and it will be putting
बढ़िया बढ़िया भाई
speeding,
बहुत
the
बढ़िया
fine
किया
will be changed. That's what
उस
you're
केस
saying.
में सर सीज थोड़ी
Very
होती है
nice.
कार आई मीन इंपाउंड थोड़ी होती है कार सर फर्स्ट
आपका
डिग्री
license
मैं तो
point
हारने के
already I
मूड में
have
आता
checked
है
it's above
हारी है
15
एक्चुअली
and
यही
with the
विन है
new 7
चार्जेस
license
अगर
point it
तुम्हें
will become
चेंज भी करवा
22.
लेते हो ड्रॉप भी करवा लेते हो ना दैट इज अ विन फॉर अ लॉयर
ओके
5
So you have a
चार्जेस के
very
लिए
high
इंसान
license
चार्ज है
points.
उसका एक भी चार्ज ड्रॉप
So
करवा देते हो
I
तो
mean I
भी
believe you have
Which is
already
still not a
broken a
felony,
lot of.
sir. आप समझो sir, it's $4,300.
Come on, you're gonna crack a deal of 500,000 and you're crying for a $4,300.
सर
Come
वो
on,
नहीं कर
MP.
पाया ऑफिसर्स की वजह से ही मैं
सर मिला
Come
ही
on,
नहीं ना
MP.
डील तो नहीं
You-
मिला
Actually,
सर
actually, he was the
you'll
one
get
who
a-
crashed into the tree, sir. So he got late for
तो
the meeting, I
गाड़ी तेरे
believe.
को इंपाउंड में डालने का है हैं
No. I mean, I'm talking about his deal, right?
whoa, guy, officers, you don't have to argue. It's fine.
सर
Of
5,000
course,
रुपए
of
दो
course,
ना
sir.
प्लीज
MP, $4,000
सर
you can
प्लीज
manage. I understand very well.
प्लीज अगर
वो
स्टेट
I know
से
you-
आधा
you
आधा
have-
मिल जाए सर
you have 5 personal vehicles. Yeah, you'll get आधा. Street racing का जो fine है वो
12
वापस
12 cars, sir. 12 cars.
12
12
कार्स
cars.
है
Oh my
क्या बात
god.
कर रहा है
Oh my god.
12 cars is his name.
Holy shit. यहाँ पे एक नहीं खरीद पा
नहीं
रहा हूँ तुम बड़ा बड़ा
पर्सनल
लेके
सर
घूम।
पवित्र
पर्सनल
टट्टी
नहीं
कैसे
है
हो
वो
सकता है सर इसमें
जॉब
होली शिट क्या
वाली
बात
हैं
कर रहे
सर
हो
वो जॉब वाली की काउंट कर रहे हैं बाइक वाइक काउंट कर रहे हैं सर कार तो 5 ही
नहीं सर ये
अच्छा
पवित्र
तुमको
टट्टी वाली
आधा
बात
चाहिए ना
कैसे
अभी
भाई का-
स्ट्रीट
जी
रेसिंग का वो हट जाएगा ना तो तुमको उसका
हाँ
फाइन वापस मिल
$2,000 दे
जाएगा।
देंगे ऐश ऐश से
हाँ
लूंगा
सर
और
$540 का ही फाइन है सर
नहीं, but he
नहीं
was
ऐश
on
से
bail
नहीं
ना,
वो
तो मैं क्यों 2000 दूं?
हैं
क्यों नहीं देगा
जज
भाई
इनका
ने
जो
बोला
भी
है
आप
इसलिए
इनका बिल किया था
हाँ
ना
तो
आपने किसने बिल किया था
नहीं बिल नहीं सर बेल क्या था बेल पे बाहर थे क्या?
he was not charged with the fines and all
No, he
fine
was not.
charged oh then
Of
then
course not.
fine then आपको आपका बिल अमाउंट मिल जाएगा ना 6,000 मिल जाएगा जाओ जाओ गाड़ी
सर
चलाओ
वो तो मेरे ही पैसे
Exactly.
मेरे को मिल रहे हैं इसमें सर
6,000 मिल रहा है ना अभी अगर देखो
तो
कोर्ट
मेरा ही
केस
क्या बात हुई यार
I don't think he cares for his 6,000, Your Honor. I think the state
सर
would
बेल
much
अमाउंट तो गया ना उस
more
हिसाब से पूरा देखो 4,250
be able to use
का
those funds
15%
in a better.
सर
एक
सर
काम करो
सुन
वो लॉयर को बोलो तुम्हारे ऊपर जो
हाँ
भी वो टॉर्चर हुआ है ना उसके लिए पिटीशन फाइल करो इसमें कम
वो
करूंगा
तो
करूंगा
भाई
सर
हाँ यार
Oh,
ब्रूटैलिटी
that
हाँ
case is
मार
already
का
over, to be very honest about it.
वो
अरे
चुप रहे
उसमें
किया
कम
ही
करो
कोई
नहीं
ओवर नहीं हम करेंगे
हमने
अपना
चार्ज
वो
किया ही
ओवर
नहीं था
वो
अब
तुम
वो
अपने
करेंगे
रंड
हिसाब से कर रहे हो
वो
क्लोज ओपन है
वो रंडाल देखेगा वो।
Yeah,
रंडाल
Randall
बर्नांडी
sir
फ्रॉम
already said
बरमुंडा
that the verdict of that
सर
court
आप
case won't affect any other case, Mr. Wilson. So
yes
yes,
yes
I think I agree with that. Yeah.
okay
ओ
code
भाई
name
ओ
Gator officer Gator please come
कहाँ है रे गेटर
uh
एलिगेटर
कौन है
Sir, we
इधर आ
have
जा
the person who made the report.
साइड
yeah just bring him to my office
कौन है भाई गेटर कौन है
if he wants to wear any mask
Gator
or
तो है।
hide his identity
जिस
that
रिपोर्ट
is
में नहीं
fine.
इसके बाद उसकी है।
yeah
नाम तो
please
मुझे
come
बिल्कुल नहीं दिख रहा रिपोर्ट किसने बनाया
तो
है
हाँ
तुम्हें क्यों
please
देख
come.
रहे हैं? अरे ये
ना ना
टकले को
वो
क्यों
तो
देख के
देव ने
गए?
बनाया ना, वो
डिफरेंट
तो
होता
सीआईडी
है।
का पार्ट है ना।
रिपोर्ट एक बंदे
वही
बनाते हैं,
एनीवेज
ऑफिसर
वो
अलग
हमारे
होता है।
प्रोसीजर्स हैं।
भाई हमने
वही
पढ़
वही
लिया है
एग्जैक्टली
कौन किसने
एग्जैक्टली
बनाया
इग्नोर
रिपोर्ट,
करते हैं
तुम
उसको अभी के
क्या
लिए।
सोच रहे हो यार?
कोई बात नहीं।
लोकल्स खत्म हो गया केस, चलो चलो।
ये थोड़े ना गेटर,
अरे 6000
अंडरकवर कोई और था, इसने सिर्फ रिपोर्ट बना।
मेरा चेहरा मैच
ये
भी हो रहा है।
ये सीआईडी का बंदा है, इसने सिर्फ रिपोर्ट बना।
करना क्या है भाई, पैसे हैं ऐसे। बाईस से फनी हो गए हैं हम।
Now this room is my
चलो
favorite.
पार्टी में चलो।
Bring all the masala to that part.
अभी एक और केस आने वाला है, उस पे क्या क्या लगा है पता है? अटेम्प्टेड मर्डर
All right.
ऑफ गवर्नमेंट।
I don't need this many officers.
All of us are involved actually, sir.
Okay, all of you are involved. Okay, fine. All right. So yeah. So I mean, just wanted to give you a heads up. Internal affairs. There is a report. It's not like I want to involve you, but as you are a proper authority who manages the SOPs of the police department, so I thought you might have a look to that particular report. Report number 364. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That is correct, sir.
Right.
364. Yeah. So
Very
this
much
is an
correct.
undercover report, and basically, as we agree, whatever the undercover officer found out on his field, he can present it to the court and it will be admissible, as he is working in his field while undercover. But
That
there
is
was
correct.
one part which is mentioned, which is purely a perspective of that particular officer, and which has been taken recently as a reference. Okay, in this court.
Okay.
So one line that is mentioned is if let me quote that line.
Help me with the
Which
line
line, sir?
because I wrote that. I wrote that report.
Okay, so we can be totally open right here, correct, sir?
Yeah, we can be. We can be.
Yeah. So Gator is basically the undercover officer was Dev Kapoor himself. He was doing everything under my supervision, and he was the primary person who noticed everything, saw everything, took statements, got in contact with the people involved, and made the report himself.
Yeah. So I'm talking about this particular paragraph. Okay. Prime example to this statement is Jaden Walker, who's a mechanic at Mosley's, but he
Right.
is
Yes,
in
sir.
the racing scene where he races and repairs his own car. Very well, fine. It's fine. No problem with that statement. But the
Okay.
next line, this can be followed in future references as well. Whenever any racer is caught with a multiple parts for repairing, can be questioned or can be charged directly if he or she was caught directly while racing. Now, what kind of charge that you are mentioning? If you can, confirm me on
So
that.
I'd be I'll be giving a clarification on that. What I noticed while being on undercover. So apparently, my words with Jaden Walker was to be specific on that racing scene. He introduced me that this kind of stuffs are happening and how they are like that was a pattern that was followed that I while being undercover I saw. So the main pattern was if anyone is in the race, right?
Okay.
So either they are carrying mechanic parts with them so that they can instantly repair the car if it is smoking or it is any kind of damage at any point of time. They
Yeah,
can
correct.
repair it there and then. Otherwise, after the race is complete, or if their car is completely damaged and they are disqualified from the race, being the car damaged, they find for mechanics. Now, I have mm, noticed on the Twitter at that moment of time when those races were happening, because if you can see uh, those banners and those posters that were posted on Twitter, it specifically mentioned on the, I guess, Ash, it was mentioned, right? I gave you that screenshot of that tweet, if you recall, related to the Bulls
Yeah,
race.
everything is fine.
What was mentioning?
No, no.
Huh.
My
So it was
question is not
mentioned.
about that.
Just
Wait.
this, Your Honor, just
Yeah.
have like before we proceed with the, if you allow me, I just have like two questions. Which are the
No,
questions
no.
of law itself?
We are not questioning the officer. Okay. First thing, let me clear this thing. So we are not questioning the undercover officer. We're not questioning what it is. It's just thing is like this particular report is taking as a reference by other PD officers. Like suppose tomorrow
Right.
someone is getting caught with lot of mechanical parts while
Right.
just like speeding, like what happened here. That we don't have any other evidence to prove that he was a part of case until and unless we have any strong evidence. We have seen him, going into the lineups and all the stuff, like the starting point or the finishing point. where the everyone is finishing. Like we see a lot of cars, there are a lot of sports car, ending in the same place where we have clicked some
Right.
pictures and whatever. So that
Right.
requires a very huge amount of hard work. Like in this particular case, people will easily get away. I'm just telling it on behalf of you guys only, because people will be easily get away due to lack of evidences. Okay.
Now,
Your Honor,
I
to
would like
second to
to
that,
point. 1 minute.
they've
One
Huh.
point I want to mention here. Can I just mention
Just a
the
second.
point over
I
what
just
just
want
is
to
said?
hear what Timothy have to say. Just a second.
Sir, I've just gone through the reports. And for example, if someone who's being charged of the race in future, I'm thinking about
Mhm.
the future.
Mhm.
The only thing that lies in the gray area is that involvement of Dev Kapoor. What if they question him for the charge of entrapment? Now, being undercover is one thing, but in the
Mhm.
in the court, how would you justify the court that you were not entrapping? You were being part of the race, right?
I was not part of the
Negative.
race.
But
He was
still,
in contact with the person who was a part of the races.
I was
Didn't work out.
contacting those people who were actually
And
entering into the
also
race.
one more thing, Mr. Officer
Mhm.
Dev Kapoor, why are you
Right.
mentioning Stella Martin's name in the? Come on.
Hey, someone is fighting on Twitter.
Huh?
No, because uh, okay, I think Dave can answer that question as well. Dave, you can
Right.
be honest.
While
It's
being
okay.
undercover, I'd like to say, while being undercover, I came in contact with Stella as well. And at that moment of
No.
time,
Listen.
right.
You came in contact with any of the person, just mention their name as whatever, like hide it, make it an alias or
Redacted,
something.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should not.
Actually, so we were
I
told
actually had
that
a word.
the report has to be public for the court proceeding by Justice Bernardi the other day. That's the only reason why we unredacted most of the parts and made it
Right.
public
Yeah.
to everyone. Else, it
So
wasn't
what
public
I'm
to anyone at all except certain
correct.
officers of the department. Yeah.
So any person comes to you, like suppose it can be anyone, it can be suppose stage or maybe any normal civilian comes to you. If you
Right.
put their
Right.
name
Right.
and that name goes out, their life will be in danger. Okay.
Now, one
We get
So
thing
it.
I'd like to add, why I actually had to mention her name while I was reporting to the captain. I mean, Captain Ash. I had to mention it because the thing is, she was the one who led me to MPZAR. I'd be precise over here. If you check the line that I wrote, she
yeah,
was the one who
that,
led me to MPZAR. So that's why I
that's
had to
totally
mention
fine.
because what's the
That
leading over here?
No, that's totally fine. I mean, she can lead you to anyone, but what I'm saying is like you mask her name with something else,
In the
like
report
just
itself,
say,
right?
yeah, in the
With a
report,
fake name.
and and a
And
fake name.
star
You
it,
can
asterisk it.
mention,
Yeah.
you can mention the name to officer as that is fine, but we should not,
Yeah, of course.
like let the name come to everyone, to the public. Okay?
Should
That's why
we
I'm
should we
just
update that report right now? Because I mean, it has been already
just.
provided to the other
I mean,
lawyers,
I don't
but
know
yeah.
if people have already seen it, but just update that name, just cut off that name or put something else instead of
Anyways, she
that.
wasn't she wasn't involved in helping any suspects get processed or something like that. Like, I don't think there would be threat to her. She just came in contact with the undercover officer. That is all. But she
That's
didn't
fine.
actually didn't give any information which could harm her or anything. So I think she is. But yes, our
Anyway,
officer
just
managed to reach MP through her. So that's
correct. So that's why.
yeah.
And
I get it. We get it.
one more thing,
Apart
I
from
just
that,
yeah.
I just want to add one point, Justice. So you mentioned a point that anyone who could be speeding and having mechanic parts on their pocket, I mean, with them, shouldn't be charged with the charge of street racing, right? Now, I mentioned a specific point on the first day of in my investigation. If you go ahead to the report, there are certain major locations that also I found. There are three specific locations I mentioned there: Shandy
Same
Shores,
thing.
Movie Star Way, and Palito.
No, whatever. That's what I'm saying. Whatever locations, whatever you're saying is circumstantial evidences. We cannot convict a person with street racing with these evidences, with
No,
this
actually, I have.
references.
Sorry to cut you off, but I have seen them grouped on that scenario, and not only
So
me.
if you have, so what I'm saying, like if you have
Mhm.
pictures of them, like grouping together at the starting point or the ending point, if you have
So basically,
positive
bona
IDs
fide
on them,
evidence.
yeah.
That's the
So
main
if you
main
have
point.
those
Got it.
evidences, then
Like
you can
strong.
show it to the court that
I
yeah,
have
these are the group of people who are organizing the
I have a
races,
question
and
as
we
well, sir.
found one of them. Yeah.
Isn't it more than enough an evidence when we say that a particular person was following the same routes of the race and was speeding? Is that enough evidence to prove the street
See,
racing charge?
It will
while
be
competing
very
with
weak
other
evidence.
racers.
It will be very weak because the defense can easily get away with their own explanations. They can say they
Right.
can make up anything. Okay, that's the problem.
Right.
Right.
Problem is like
We get it.
court
We get
can listen to anything until unless if the defense doesn't argue now. Whatever you say, we will just convict him with that. So, but the
Right.
defense will argue, and defense will come up with their own explanation, own theories. So then we cannot tackle it with those evidences. Okay. So for now, just Officer Deb, write that report on to like mentioning your own perspective so that tomorrow no other police officers take reference from it and start arresting people on that. Okay.
Right.
Because
Right. Right.
अगर फिर से लोग अगर किसी ने आपका रिपोर्ट पढ़ के अरेस्ट करना चालू कर दिया तो then that will be a again it will come to the court again you guys will lose a case. That's why. So
We get it. We get it.
आप उनको speeding का charge लगाओ and speeding का I will increase and I guess there was a confusion. I just want to clear it out. I heard that you are not allowed to impound any vehicles. Is that true? Anyone told you that?
Not allowed to impound, as in?
Not allowed.
But
No, I mean like not allowed to put strike points because
no, that's not
like
under our. It's not like okay. So when we put the reason for the impound, the strike points are directly given by the impound workers and the state,
no
basically.
what
It's
I'm
not under our
saying
control.
no not that what I'm saying is like did somebody ask you not to put any strike points
No.
I don't
or
think so.
anything
No,
like not to impound
because it's
any
not under our
vehicles?
control, anyways.
Okay.
Because
Right. So
anyway, yeah.
what I'm saying is like strike points. Whenever you put, you just impound the vehicle. Okay. Always
Right.
Of course,
impound
yeah.
your vehicles. And soon, I just want just talk to DA's office and ask DA's office to file a kind of a PIL or kind of a request for you guys to set up roadblocks in the streets. Okay. Whatever streets that you have mentioned. Okay. In your report, you can put the
Right.
roadblocks in the streets. If you find people are racing, you can take pictures of them easily. Okay.
Sure.
And take good
You want,
pictures.
wait, do you want us
Yeah.
to like roadblocks or block the road? Like
No, don't block. Don't block.
yeah.
Just set
So
up
roadblocks
a
as
good
in just slow down the
checkpoints.
traffic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
checkpoints and
Just
all
clear
those
the
stuff.
traffic.
Checkpoints. Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Like do not like close.
Can
do
the
not block
officers
any
can the
traffic.
officers not do that without a PIL, as in for regular traffic stops or something?
Then now I want the officers to take pictures properly. Okay? Like suppose you just put your vehicle aside. Just
No.
in the
I'm
in the
asking like in
sidewalk.
general question. If you want to do like checkpoints or to maintain the
can.
traffic around the city, we can do it without the PIL, right? Of the DA's
Yeah,
office.
we can.
Oh, of course. Just confirming. We have done
Yeah,
that
you
in the
can do
past.
it.
That's of course
You
perfect.
can do it. But for this particular area where a lot of people are speeding, do not block the road because it will end
Trade
up in a
problems, they'll
huge
crash and
accident.
everything.
Yeah,
That is correct. Yes.
huge accident. They
Trade
will
traffic as well.
endanger their life. But
Yes, sir.
rather you just stand there, just take pictures, enough pictures,
Of course.
to make a report.
To be very honest, our main objective to go in that situation and the incident was to correct evidences. But then, since we already had some certain suspicions of Mr. MP, and he was kind of served to us on a plate when he crashed, and he was involved in the race. Before that, we saw him with more evidences against him. We decided to take him under arrest. That was the thing. Because at that point, we had
But,
probable cause, and he was right in front of us. So we had to make an arrest. We couldn't just let him go on the basis of any suspicions because we had probable causes. That's the thing. We saw him race, but then once again, evidences and stuff. I get it.
Exactly.
So, of course.
It looks for you a
For the
probable cause,
court.
but it was only suspicion that he was in the vehicle.
I get it. For the
defense can
court
come
case,
up
yes,
and
we
say-
need more evidences. Yes, of course.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time, guys.
No worries,
And,
sir. Thank you so
good
much
job,
for the
officer.
insight.
Thing, Judge, one
Yeah.
more thing that if they've sent me some sort of new speeding department SOP. AetioX नाम क्या है उसका?
High speed pursuit unit.
High speed
High
pursuit
speed
unit.
pursuit unit. So before I could approve that, is government approving that so that I can work on the SOP? High speed units.
You can overlook it. You can check if what are the like things that they want and all from the state. Just and if there is any changes required, like any basic things that they have mentioned or they should mention in that.
They'll come towards the government for the procurement of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
that's
already
fine.
have a list ready actually. I believe it has been forwarded to you by Officer Rocksmith. I'm not sure. I'll just
No,
get
I
it from
haven't.
you
I
again.
haven't.
It has been forwarded to my office, but
So
Yes.
Yeah, just go ahead with the document. Yeah, and
Alright.
let me know. Okay. Yeah. And So there was a wildlife laws also. I don't know how what about the department? Is Rocksmith is taking charge of the department? Wildlife
No, all
laws.
the
is-
high commands are overlooking it, like the HSPU, depending on the
No.
availability.
He's
Which one?
speaking about the wildlife, the ranges.
Wildlife
Oh,
Act.
we don't have a wildlife act yet, I believe.
No,
Not to
no,
my
he
knowledge.
submitted. I
DA
haven't
was
published it
working.
yet.
DA was working on that. I think I might will ask him to
Yeah,
give me a draft. for
Yeah,
that.
he submitted the Wildlife
Oh, okay.
Protection Act, but I just wanted to know
Right.
who is the officer who will be handling that department.
I
It
believe
was
it was Henry Charles.
Henry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
never
believe
mind.
it was
I will
Henry
talk to
Charles.
the officers before publishing it. Yeah.
And
All right, fine.
Justice, I wanted to have a meeting with you. I know it's quite obvious right now because it's a lot of time is taken on the court case, but I wanted to have a meeting regarding my department as well. A lot of things need to be settled down, and Rockstar asked me to have a word with you before I settle down those things.
Okay, Rock wanted to discuss, but he left. Yes. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Anyone wants to leave? Can. Yes. Please tell me.
Yeah. So
I
I request the DS. I mean the DS.
ये तेरे को पता है रॉक ने कुछ ये वाइल्डलाइफ वाला? मेरे को तो पता नहीं।
मेरे को थोड़ा
अबे
पता
रॉक
है
हमें
कि
बताता तो नहीं आधी चीजें।
नहीं मेरे
वाइल्डलाइफ
को
वगैरह
पता है while he was deciding तू नहीं था मार्कस था he was handing over this the wildlife thing to Henry Charles
मेरे को तो कुछ बोले नहीं उसने ऐसा कुछ हो रहा।
बहुत पहले का बात है
कैसे पता लगा?
जब मैं हाई कमांड बना
जब बहुत ज्यादा हंटिंग हो रही थी तब।
नहीं जब मैं पहले हाई कमांड बना
हेलो।
हाँ बोलो
हाँ जी बताओ।
ये क्या तुम लोग का हाई कमांड तुम लोगों से पहले ये जो है ना ऐसा मछली की तरह हुचुम खुचुम कर रहा होता है यार।
मतलब
कमांड तुम लोग का देव।
हाँ।
बोल्ड मूव नहीं ले रहा बहुत ज्यादा।
किस बारे में?
कह रहे बोल्ड नहीं जा रहा बहुत।
किस चीज में?
अरे जनरल स्टेट ब्रो वेग इट्स अ वेग स्टेटमेंट बोल्ड नहीं जा रहा है।
he is confident in his work, that's why like he does his work properly and हम भी उस पर भरोसा करते हैं to do his work properly and that's why he's a bit confident in that part. Yeah. He knows what he's doing basically. वो पूछ के नहीं करता, उसको जरूरत नहीं पड़ती करने की, उसको पता है कि क्या करना है।
हाँ यही बात है, पता है काम ठीक हो जाता है, पूछता नहीं यार किसी को, चुपचाप काम कर देता है।
हाँ और नहीं ठीक हो जाता है नहीं, इसको क्योंकि पता है what to do when to do, एक्सपीरियंस है।
नहीं ये सही है, अच्छी बात है कि हर किसी को इन्वॉल्व नहीं करता, खामोशी से जो काम करना है ना कर देता है।
तभी तो सीआईडी में है, समझ रहे हो, सिस्टम बिठा दिया ना,
सिस्टम बिठा दिया।
उसने मेरे से बात की थी याद है, इंट्रैपमेंट नहीं है कहीं।
अरे पूछ रहा हूँ सिर्फ, मैं कह रहा हूँ उसको ना है, बाकी ठीक है।
ऑल गुड सिचुएशन तो मस्त थी वैसे, जो उसने अंडरकवर पूरा किया, स्टेला के बगल में खड़ा था, स्टेला को पता नहीं, और उसको बचाया किसने?
एग्जैक्टली भाई। ओके नेवर माइंड।
आपको पता है there I can't actually say never mind I can't okay there I was going to say something but never mind।
आपको पता है आपका डिपार्टमेंट इन्फिल्ट्रेट हो गया बाय द नेम ऑफ द बुक मेकर।
मतलब
आपको पता है आपने जो रिकॉर्ड बनाई है रेसेस की सारी ये लीक हो चुकी है पहले से।
मतलब लीक हो चुकी है नहीं, ये तो पब्लिक करी है ना हमने फॉर दिस कोर्ट,
अभी कर रही है ना,
ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन ओवर हो गई थी ना।
ये मुझे 4 दिन, मुझे कैसे पता थी फिर?
अरे तो तुम तो आई हो ना टिमो।
अरे मुझे एक्सटर्नल सोर्स कैसे पता थी फिर?
क्योंकि मैंने आपको खुद आके बताया था। बाय द वे
नहीं आपने नहीं बताया।
व्हेन आई डिस्कस्ड टू यू लाइक आपके छुट्टियों पे जाने से पहले आई टॉक टू यू इन डिस्पैच रूम।
अरे नहीं ना
रिगार्डिंग हर इन्वॉल्वमेंट।
अरे सच में।
अरे सुन ले पहले।
तो किसको
बज रहे हैं मैंने उसको समय मुझे नहीं कर रहा।
किसको पता है?
सारी बात बता दो।
वेट आई वांट टू नो वन थिंग।
नहीं आई कांट टेल यू एनीथिंग। हो गया खत्म हो गया, इट्स ओवर।
ओए जस्ट वन थिंग, इज माय लाइफ इन
डेंजर।
डेंजर।
नहीं योर फ्रेंड्स चलो कैरी। हां जल्दी वो देव के साथ है अभी, देव को कॉल कर। रिपोर्ट पे नाम रहेगा। यू वर इन्वॉल्वड यार, यू वर रेसिंग। तुमने खुद बोला एमपी रेसिंग कर।
मैंने बोला
हमने अपने रिपोर्ट पढ़ी, आपने रिपोर्ट पढ़ी है?
नहीं रिपोर्ट मुझे दिखता नहीं है।
आपकी स्टेटमेंट थी कि अगर आपको रेसिंग वगैरह में इंटरेस्ट है तो एमपी इज द राइट पर्सन फॉर यू।
हैं?
ये बोला यू नो व्हाट यू सेड, यू नो व्हाट इज।
एक मिनट, हेलो।
Gator could confirm MP Zar as the person, reason being was the one Stella Martin who called him to repair her car at MP's garage behind Rockford Plaza as Stella herself mentioned that MP could be a good friend of Gator if he's too much interested in cars and racing.
हाँ तो क्या गलत
This
है
is your
इसमें?
I
सही
would
है
require
हाँ
an
तो कह रहे तो
नहीं
सही
मुझे
है
हाँ
चाहिए
कर लो, रख लो,
investigation check.
तो
रख लो,
इसमें
रख लो,
क्या है? तो इसमें क्या
रख लो,
इशू
कोई
है?
दिक्कत नहीं।
इसमें इशू क्या है? मैं ये समझ रहा
पता
हूँ।
नहीं इनको ओवर इशू आप बोल देते और आपको याद नहीं रहता स्टेला, दैट इज द थिंग। आपको पता नहीं मेरे ऑफिसर को सब
The
पता,
fuck
वो
नहीं
फ्रेश मेमोरी थी।
भाई let's have a ये भाई ये
तो आपको क्या
इन्वेस्टिगेटेड चाहिए
इशू है?
भाई,
एक
मैंने
सेकंड
कभी ये चीज बोला ही
नहीं,
देखिए
अगर आपने एक
देखिए
सेकंड रुको, अगर
स्टेला,
आपने बोला भी है तो क्या इशू है? कोई इशू नहीं है, चल के
our infiltration is everywhere this
नहीं,
one।
I'll tell you ऐसे false allegations है ना, I have never
आप
said
पे कोई
that.
एलिगेशन ही नहीं है।
Okay, I might have told him about repairs and cars but never race.
देखिए अगर मेंशन है
मैंने
तो
बोला
मेंशन हूँ,
नहीं,
इसने मेंशन अपने आपसे कुछ नहीं आया। आई थिंक यू नीड टू जॉग योर मेमोरी, क्योंकि काफी पुरानी बात, like at least a month, approximately a month, I would maybe even less, but काफी पुरानी बात,
okay,
इसलिए
I
you don't
will नहीं, I will try to remember it but I'm pretty sure, like I'm 100% sure मैंने race कभी ऐसा mention
I am
नहीं किया कि
101%
तुम
sure
जाके
it has
रेस
been
करो ना,
mentioned,
किसने रोका है
क्योंकि
आपको?
मेरे अंडर कवर ऑफिसर ने
Why
मेरे
are
को
you
आगे रिपोर्ट किया
arguing?
उसी टाइम
क्या क्यों
जब ये
भगा रहे
डिस्कशन
हो
हुई।
मुझसे यार? चलो आगे निकलो।
नहीं सब
आप
false allegations लगा
अच्छा
रही
हो
है
गया, आ
अरे
जाओ
एलिगेशन ही नहीं है ये,
आ जाओ।
कौन सा
एक्शन नहीं है, ऐसे तंग कर रहा है तैश, तुम भी पागल हो यार।
अरे क्या
चल करो, क्या हो गया?
भाई मुझे
मैंने तो
कभी
बोली नहीं
स्कूल में
एलिगेशन।
मुझे कभी स्कूल में पनिशमेंट भी नहीं मिली, तुम्हें पता है
पनिशमेंट तो
मैंने
मान
हर
लिया
रोज होमवर्क किया। ओके नाउ दिस इज गेटिंग
खाना किसे खाना, एक्सक्यूज मी कोई ना, और माय बैड ऑफिसर स्टेला, डिसरिगार्ड माय लास्ट, आई वाज ऑफ द रेक, कैन आई गेट फूड एट योर,
ले
इंटरनल अफेयर्स है, तुम बोलो हैरास कर रहे हैं आपको ऑन ड्यूटी,
आई थिंक स्टेला से
अफेक्ट
फ्रेंडली
कर
बात
रहे हैं
नहीं
आपके
कर
तेरे को नहीं दे पा रहा,
डिस्कशन है।
नीचे रख लो।
व्हाट्स
अबे तो नीचे
स्टॉपिंग फ्रॉम सस्पेंडिंग हिम? निकाल दो यार, योर इंटरनल अफेयर्स में तो गाओ के
ऐसा
ना
थोड़ी कर सकते हैं सर।
अरे करो करो, छुरी मारो बात
नहीं नहीं, आई वोंट टॉक टू स्टेला आउट ऑफ अ प्रोफेशनल मैनर, मैं बात करना सिर्फ प्रोफेशनल मैनर में करूंगा, इन प्रोफेशनल का बात, बिकॉज़
अरे
चीजें
तो
पर्सनल जा रही
नहीं 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 नहीं, यू ऑलवेज, दिस इज द थर्ड और फोर्थ टाइम यू आर ब्रिंगिंग इन माय बॉयफ्रेंड।
नेवर मेंशनड बिफोर, यू मेंशनड हिम
अच्छा
योरसेल्फ राइट
चलो
आउटसाइड
चलो
सिटी हॉल,
ठीक है,
तभी मेरे
I'll
को पता है।
challenge you, okay, I'll challenge you, चलो।
Once again, I don't think it's very professional, so I wouldn't take a challenge. I don't take challenges. I give challenges.
स्पेंडिंग हिम वर्कप्लेस हैरेसमेंट, गो ऑन।
Personal life. No duty था जो मेरे को बताया दोस्त ने. Personal life का. It's facts known to an office.
सस्पेंड किस चीज के लिए करने की बात कर रहे हैं?
अरे मैंने उसके बॉयफ्रेंड का नाम ले लिया ना अभी. कितनी पर्सनल हो रहा है मेरे का. तुमने मेरे को बताया मैं ऑन ड्यूटी था, पर्सनल कैसे हुआ? What the fuck?
किस एक मिनट किसके बॉयफ्रेंड का नाम ले लिया?
स्टेला.
अच्छा ओह आराम से
क्या
कहाँ उड़ा के चला रहा
अब रुक गया भाई, रुक गया एक जगह. हेलो
भाई ठीक।
हेलो
ऐश तुम्हारे लिए भी एक वो उसके सामने रुका हुआ है ना हॉस्पिटल के पीछे?
यस मेरे लिए भी ये रुका हुआ ही है. यस कॉर्नर के सामने रुका हुआ.
हाँ
और मेरे लिए मैं पीडी आ गया.
आई थिंक हमें गाड़ी से उतर जाना चाहिए क्योंकि AetioX अभी खाली कर देगा सीट आगे वाली. अगर गाड़ी गायब हुई तो देव तुम्हें पैदल आना पड़ेगा.
वैसे मैं पीडी आ गया, मैं पीडी जा रहा हूँ अंदर.
हाँ एक काम कर पीडी पे जा और वहां पर अपनी ग्राउलर निकाल जा. निकाल हाँ निकाल. एक काम कर अपनी पॉकेट खोल दे.
হুম। আজকে আমার বিছানায় পিঁপড়া দেখছিলা? না এখন না, এখন না। আমরা তো তখন ঢাকার বাইরে ছিলাম। আইসা আমি কিন্তু এখানে ঘুমাইও না একদিনও। হঠাৎ করে দেখি পিঁপড়া তো শোকে। পরে আমি মারছি কিছুক্ষণ পরে বললাম যে তখন ঘুম আসতেছিল আমি কইছি, বললাম ১ সপ্তাহ ধরে তো আমরা এখানে কিছু ছিলাম না। এই যে শুই নেই যে এজন্য হচ্ছে এখানে ওরা আইসা পড়ছে।